You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
We all know cake's bad for us. Sometimes we try and disguise the fact we're having cake. It's breakfast. I can't have cake. I'll have a muffin. You know the difference between a cake and a muffin? Nothing. How about those mini muffins? How much denial are we in when we're eating mini muffins? I'm just going to have like 1 or 12. They're so small they don't really count. They're like muffin vitamins. When I eat them, I feel like an astronaut. That's why I have them for breakfast. You can't have cake for breakfast unless it's a pancake. How'd that slide through? You're not having cake for breakfast. You're having fried cake with syrup for breakfast. Now load up on that and try not to nap. Hey, folks. Boom.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Craig Shoemaker has this incredible resume, and the one thing that might be I didn't want to mention was the Magic Johnson thing, because that show was sort of notoriously awful, and no fault, not your fault.
Well, it wasn't really great. The first intro, I just won Comic of the Year, so I'm thinking they're going to introduce me as that. And here's my intro, the first day, premiere episode. I'm standing backstage. All right, here's a guy nobody would shower with. Craig Shoemaker. You know how you're staring at me right now, Jim? That's what the audience did.
I was amazed, though. No, he always did that. He always clapped his hands.
He go, Craig Shoemaker. And every time I would tell a joke about a celebrity, he goes, oh, no, Craig, you are bad. And I'd sit there, thanks for the assist. He was always known for dishing the ball. I was like, where's the comedy assist? And I tell a joke about, like, Madonna. He goes, oh, no, Craig. Now Madonna's not going to come on the show. And I'm sitting there thinking, that ain't the reason. If you can pronounce the movie she's starring in, she might show up. They had to cancel Ben Affleck because he was in Armageddon because Magic couldn't pronounce it. He'd be backstage going, Army-goody-don. I'm not making it up. People think I'm being mean. I'm not even making up.
Craig Shoemaker is our guest. And then the premiere episode, Arnold Schwarzenegger walks out, right? Now I'm there like the guy. These are the two men of all men to me.
Right.
Then I realized neither one of them can talk. I'm thinking I'm intimidated, and I'm going, I have to translate.
Because Magic's going, Arnold, the reason you're on my show is you make a lot of money for a lot of people. And then, oh no, Magic, you're the one who give all the money back. You got the wellness, and you got the Magic Johnson thing. Oh no, Arnold, you're the one that got the Special Olympics. And meanwhile, everybody's exploding and cheering how much money these guys give back to the community. And I turn to him, I go, hey, I almost gave $1 to a homeless guy. I didn't have change for a 10. Oh no, Craig. Oh, man. You are bad. What'd you say that for? No, Craig.
You got pretty good reviews, but
no, I got some bad ones too. I never got bad reviews before until that show. One of them said I look like a pizza delivery guy waiting for a tip.
Well, now wait a minute.
Oh, it was a
That's
nightmare.
pretty good. That's
funny.
a pretty good critique.
That's a good review.
Well, no, I mean not a good review, but I mean if they were.
All right, Craig, you're from Domino.
I don't feel bad. The only positive review that Magic got was blood tests. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Tom, you are bad. Tom, yeah.
No, Tom. That's not good.
How about you?
Not good for the show. See what happened.
Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa. Hello, Christy.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
I need to congratulate Christy here when come back around here. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
He's at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Fan of the undefeated Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
They have one game?
2.
Oh.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Most wins in the NFL.
What did we tell her about sports and comments?
I know. Shut up.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Hello, Tom.
Chick.
And congratulations to the silver medal that Christy won over the weekend, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a pendant.
Competing on behalf of the show, representing well. Couldn't get
Thank
the
you.
gold, but,
No, but I tried.
Maybe next year.
What is that thing?
That is gigantic.
It's
what is that?
I don't know what
Pendant?
It's a
It's a
decorative,
pendant,
decorative
yes.
necklace. Is
Yes.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Does look like an award.
It's pretty.
Thank you.
I beg
It's
your
some
pardon.
Frenchy looking thing.
Yeah, it might be when they hold the Olympics in France. They
Yes.
probably have
Yes.
awards like that.
Oh, it's an ashtray.
It is,
have a new-
beautiful.
She has a new bracelet, too, I've just noticed.
Yeah, this is I received as a birthday gift.
Oh.
And it honors our female troops. I love it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's
But what we're waiting for is the ring.
why the pressure?
I just hope, just like the last wedding, I just hope something opens up late for me so that
You got the invite.
they can invite me at
There won't be a wedding.
the day of.
Okay.
I'll elope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Boo.
Cantaloupe tonight. Dad lost the ladder.
Very good.
Anybody?
Wow.
Anybody at all?
You like him, you like
That sounds like a sitcom with Tuesday Weld.
Monday morning.
And now, tonight on Dad Lost the Ladder.
Wah, wah.
Well, we have a lot to get to today, as usual. Coming up later on, is Greg Warren going to be our guest again?
Come on, man.
Don't hit us with that right out of the gate. Come on.
We had such a nice time with him just the other day, and then the day before that. Reno Collier will be joining us as well. I know you worked with Reno over the weekend, Josh. Heard you had a couple of great shows.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. Thank you to the folks that came out. We had a blast.
All right.
Oskay just murders.
Really?
Murders. Yeah.
Now, coming up, you guys have some other shows. I noticed that Donnie Baker has a big event in Princeton, Indiana. And then at Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee with Donnie Baker. Donnie's going to be doing a special thing with us and his band. Coming up, it's part of the Bourbon and Beyond Festival in Kentucky.
Yeah, they're the beyond part.
Yeah, we'll tell you about that coming up. It'll be a special early morning performance with Donnie and the Pork Pistols. Certainly looking forward to that. Pat Godwin's got some stuff coming up, as does Greg Warren. We'll give you all these dates and who's going to be where and when. I know that Reno Collier is going to be in Bristol, Texas at the Paramount Center coming up Friday, August 19th, which it's hard to believe is just around the corner.
Sure is.
Now, we have a couple of quick sports teasers over there. What's going on?
We had, I'm assuming that you all sat around and watched the NFL all weekend like I did. Man, oh man,
Nope.
the season's back. Boy, oh boy.
Preseason
Nothing like
football.
preseason football
And
to get
one of the
season
teams
started.
apparently has won 31 in a row or something. What's the?
Oh, the Ravens, 21 in a row,
Okay.
actually. Yeah. They put it's a big emphasis point for the preseason wins in a row.
But
They've
they
only
don't-
won one Super Bowl in that time.
They don't
but
count.
Still, no, their games don't count.
But
Injuries do.
okay, good.
Am I talking like you want me to, Tom?
Yeah. Now, I just wanted to point out right now, right off the bat, that we were trying to name Chick's fantasy football team, and I think that we have discovered a brilliant name. Which would, because you are, we should emphasize for those new to the show, you are a longtime fan of the Washington Football Club, formerly known as the Redskins. And the Redskins have changed their name to what, Josh?
The Commanders.
The Commanders.
No, the Commanders.
The Commanders.
No. The Commanders.
Yeah, nice and generic.
like Peter Lorre.
But someone has suggested
The Commanders.
This
Here's your
name.
winnings, Coach.
this great name, Guardians of the Commanders.
That is just so smart.
I like it.
Very smart.
So you will be the guardian. Do we know who's responsible for this? Do we have a name?
That was a listener.
Yeah, it's this. That's so nice. Thank you very much. Guardians of the Commanders, of course, honoring the alleged Cleveland Guardians.
Yes.
No, it's
Again,
Guardian.
I know they're totally generic. How can we not offend anybody and yet have a meaningless name? The Guardians of the Commanders. And coming up this real NFL season, we're going to have some fun with the Big Green Egg. You'll be able to win a big green egg if you're clever and smart and funny, or at least lucky.
Well, I'm out.
We'll find out. We had a great time doing that last year versus Chick McGee.
Man, those things cook the hell out of whatever you're putting in there, man.
With your
Perfectly
your
every time.
Yeah. Oh, so that's all some fun stuff coming up with the NFL. But did you watch a lot of the so-called preseason?
I did. I sure did. I was sitting there Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, watching the whatever the hell their names are against Carolina Panthers. Yes, sir.
All right.
FedEx Field. They looked expectedly uninterested or disinterested. They didn't want to be there, Tom, is what I'm saying.
Uninterested.
Yeah. So,
Who's doing color on that game? He was witty.
He was witty?
Doc Walker, he's tight end for Washington. Yeah, back in the Super Bowl years. Yeah. It used to be Theismann, but I don't know what happened to Joe. I haven't talked to him yet about that.
Okay.
It's kind of uncomfortable.
Oh.
I don't
Why
want to
is
say,
that?
hey, I'm going to miss you on the games. Well, they fired me. Thanks for mentioning it, jackass. You know, stuff like that. Our friendship is tenuous at best. But I don't want to open it up with, boy, I'm glad they got you off those broadcasts so you could do some real work.
Now, let me ask you this.
I hate it when you say
some of the teams use a different team of broadcasters for the preseason.
Almost all of them do.
So he may well be back in the seat.
Oh, that's true.
No? Okay.
think
Well,
so.
I'm just saying. I know some of the teams don't have their first string do the broadcasts, so it's possible that that'll be the case. And what is the case of this new NFL app? What is the story on this?
I have no idea, dude. All I know is I can turn on my TV and watch the preseason games. I don't know how I got it. I just signed up for everything they sent me, and I'm not explaining it. I don't know how to do it. If you want to explain it, you
can watch every game on your phone. For what it's a very inexpensive.
I don't want to get into this.
Okay.
I really don't, because I don't have any of the answers, and you're going to go, well, let me ask you this. If you're in Portugal, and I don't want to do that. You started off with unleashing Greg Warren on us, or now you want to do this. I don't want to do it. I ain't doing it.
Okay. Well, there is a new app called NFL Plus. I happen to know the answer to this question. And you can get it. It's $4.99 a month.
Why don't you adhere to the broadcast axiom? You never ask a coworker on the air a question that you don't know the answer to.
I just thought you'd know it. I thought
because it causes animosity.
I just think it's great. I think it's a very inexpensive thing that the NFL is offering. So.
Watch this, Josh. What's the square root of 49?
Oh my gosh, 8 something? Is that the joke?
No.
Oh no.
Let's probably try 7.
Oh.
See, but I knew the answer. See it? I was going to help you.
I did not.
See, what's the square root of 65? Then the answer is 8 something.
No, that would be 69.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I see. Then there's a joke involved in it. Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Right now, I want to remind you that NAPA is out there. They're on a mission. They want to keep you on the ground in motion with your car or your truck. NAPA, for almost a century, has been known for having quality parts, and the expert knowledge that you, the driver, need. Today, NAPA helps drivers like you hit the road with great confidence. They've got America's largest network of parts and auto care. Nearly 6,000 NAPA Auto Parts stores, over 17,000 NAPA Auto Care centers, meaning you're ever far from quality products and that trusted NAPA service. So keep your ride going and keep your life moving forward. Visit NAPAonline.com to find the NAPA location nearest you today. Those folks behind the counter, super friendly and super knowledgeable. They've got what we call NAPA know-how. We know how to get this show kicked into gear when we come back. Coming up in the news.
By the way, instant email. Congratulations, Chick. I've never heard the NFL Plus explained better.
Yeah.
Just sign everything they send you. I like that.
There
very
are
much.
2 tiers.
Thank you very much. Nope, you
NFL
sign
Plus.
everything.
Okay. To sign everything.
Shut up, Tom. Sign everything.
Watch the game on your phone.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, watch it on your TV.
Coming up, we have dogs and bears. Not in the same story.
Oh, my.
And other delights. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And welcome to a Monday. It is August 15th, 2022. My name is Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Hope you're having a great morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. Got some great guests coming up today. Greg Warren, Reno Collier, and you hanging out with us all morning long. It's going to be great. Buckle up, get another cup of coffee, and let's do this. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. Amazon-owned companies Ring and Hollywood studio MGM are partnering to create a TV show in the mold of America's Funniest Home Videos. This seems like it was just destined. MGM says the half-hour Ring Nation will showcase viral footage from Ring's doorbell and smart home cameras. The show will be hosted by comedian Wanda Sykes and premiere in syndication on September 26th. John Batiste says he will be forever grateful to Stephen Colbert for allowing him to, quote, assemble one of the greatest bands ever on television. Colbert announced on the Thursday edition of The Late Show that Batiste was leaving as band leader after 7 years. Batiste says in a statement he plans on spending time with family and deepening his creative practice. And the family of Naomi Judd has filed an amended petition to seal police reports regarding the investigation into her death at her home in Tennessee back in April. The petition filed in Williamson County Chancery Court on Friday states that daughters Wyona and Ashley Judd, as well as Naomi's husband Larry Strickland, want to seal the records containing video and audio interviews. The petition says media outlets in Tennessee have been filing public record requests in her case. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. Look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4, what the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now,
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavour.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. Very. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me!
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
This magician's on stage and he invites this guy from the audience and gives him a sledgehammer. The magician says, I want you to hit me in the temple as hard as you can with a sledgehammer. Guy goes, all right. So the magician lays his head down on his block of wood and this guy hauls back. Bam! Pops this guy in the temple. 10 years later, the magician wakes up out of a coma in the hospital and goes, ta-da!
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Good morning, sunshine. Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Check.
There's Ace Cosby.
Check.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk with a very special golf story for Tom.
Oh.
And here's Tom.
Oh, thank you very much. We'll certainly look forward to that. Let's just get right to it. What's happening in the world of golf?
Well, in Memphis, Tennessee yesterday at the FedEx St. Jude Championship, your champion, Will Zlatoris, is finally a winner.
Is that really his name?
It's Zalatoris.
Oh.
But it's fun if you run them all together.
Yeah, sure.
Very fun.
Well, I bet he's had a rough time.
Zalatoris. Zlatoris. In a playoff with Sepp Straka. Zlatoris had to make a 15-foot par on the second extra hole to stay in it. Then he hit a shot, bounced on the rocks, stayed put. Straka hit off the rocks, went into the water, Tom.
Oh.
Both wound up going into a drop zone, and Zalatoris won a 7-foot bogey. So congratulations. Kevin Harvick makes it 2 in a row. He wins in Richmond. And NFL preseason action last night, Tom. I know how much you want to hear about this. Nick Mullins. Now, this game was on the NFL Network, if you have that. Nick Mullins, 7-9, 94 yards and a touchdown. And the Las Vegas Raiders beat the Vikings 26-20 in their preseason game.
Trounced them.
The Raiders go to 2-0 after a 27-11 win over Jacksonville in the Hall of Fame game in Canton. Jarrett Stidham started quarterback for Vegas, 10 of 15, 68 yards. He also ran for 16 yards on 4 carries. Raiders look pretty good, Tom. We might have to put up with this all season.
Once again, Ace will be going to a Raider game with Willie in Vegas.
All right.
Working on getting that organized.
Sweets
and once again,
first class.
I don't feel like I need to mention this again, but don't you think if when's the game?
November, yeah.
Don't you think he should leave now? Don't you think? You want to beat the traffic. Have you ever done that? What? Hit your iPhone for directions and accidentally been on walking instead of driving? I did that when I was in West Palm Beach. I go, well, let's see, how far am I from the airport? 4 days. What the hell did I do? Where the? Anyway.
Yeah, I have done that. That's very disconcerting, isn't it?
It's confusing. And New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson, and we all know Zach Wilson's mom has got it going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Why don't you Google her real quick, Tom? Zach Wilson's mother and see what you think.
Mom, okay.
Anyway, Zach's going to have arthroscopic surgery on his injured right knee.
Left knee?
Weenie.
High knee?
That's his right knee.
Oh.
Tomorrow in Los Angeles, that's no knee reconstruction. That's an L.A. reconstruction. Yeah. He suffered a bone bruise and a torn meniscus. Now, I didn't even know males had a meniscus.
What?
Majora or menorah?
Menorah meniscus, I guess.
Oh, the menorah.
He tore that during the second offensive series Friday night in their preseason opener at Philly. The game did not count, but this injury to his knee certainly does.
I'm looking at Zach Wilson's mom.
What do you think?
Very attractive.
And you know the big rumor is Zach Wilson, his latest girlfriend, they didn't stay together too long, but his latest girlfriend was Zach Wilson's mom's best friend.
Oh.
They hit
cool.
it. They hit it during the summer.
Hit it. Yeah, and then quit it.
And they hit it and quit it.
Oh, yeah.
And some of his teammates had, to mark the occasion, had some T-shirts printed up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, had them kissing and everything.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Nice. Boys will be boys.
If you want teased, join an NFL club,
Yeah,
and
I bet.
you're going to see some high-level teasing. Let's take a break from sports real quick to hear Mike Gitka sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Take me out to the ball game. It's me out with the crowd.
Yeah, Mike, yeah.
Tempo.
Monday.
I don't care.
He don't care. Run. Monday.
Big action out at the old ball game.
Yeah. It's in the wrong. It gives it a little Howard Dean flavor there at the end.
Yeah, but it's spirited.
It is spirited. I would have been.
It's okay. There's
know
nothing
what?
negative about it.
It's
He's not
fun.
being.
It's Monday. Go out there and attack the week like Mike Ditka attacks "Take Me Out to the Ball."
Yes.
It's not like the Roseanne Barr attacking the national anthem.
I loved that. Didn't you love that?
It's not really. This is a fun song.
Said no one ever.
Having a little fun. It's okay, Mr. Ditka. Now, though, that is not the biggest story coming out of the NFL preseason.
What do you got, Tom?
The punt.
What punt?
Well, I haven't gotten to it yet, Tom.
Oh, Christy, the punt.
Because for starters, it's the punt. It's a punter.
Punts
It's a punt.
in the news.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's a punt.
You just like to say the word punt.
Have you not ever heard of this guy? He's amazing. He's been punting like this forever. They call him the punt god.
Really?
Hashtag punt
What
god.
do you like better in sports, the punt or the bunt?
Yeah, they're both interesting.
Yeah.
Are there any good poems that...
There are, yes. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to punt, but I decided to bunt. And then I realized I was in the wrong sport. We're talking about Buffalo Bills rookie as I continue to have Tom's hand shoved up my ass. Bills rookie Matt Araiza, nicknamed the Punt God, is already living up to his name. Go ahead, you laugh, you jest. During his debut game against the Colts, his first punt from the Bills' own 18.
I remember my first punt.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Went into the end zone. And for those of you doing the math, that's 82 yards.
Wow.
But the net was a little less than that because the ball came out to the 20.
But still, I mean, that's ridiculous.
According to CBS Sports, there's only been one punt bigger.
Oh, yeah?
More than 80 yards in the regular season. Corey Bajorquez hit one for the Packers last year. And we all know he's become popular in the NFL. Punt synonymous with Bajorquez.
I don't like long punts. All they do is
slip out.
All right.
Give me an edge, baby.
And then people, they just immediately take a knee, and you're like, "Oh, that wasn't exciting."
Yeah, having the best punter is like having the best minivan. It's still a minivan, and if you're punting, it also means you didn't convert on third down. So, but it's still, I mean, it's ridiculous kicking a football that far.
However, someone who doesn't know anything at all about football added this sentence at the end: "The job is still not Araiza's. He still needs to compete with veteran Matt Hack for a roster spot." That's Haack. Hack. I got news for Matt Hack. He might want to pack his stuff.
Yeah.
Pack his sack.
Okay.
Or his backpack.
Yeah. Get out of the little apartment there. They've
The
got
punt god.
Yeah.
But shouldn't it be the god of punts?
I think that does.
I like the punt.
That is better.
The biggest punt in Buffalo. No, I said punt.
I'm guessing that happens in the parking lot during the butt luge, I would think.
It must, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You can hold a 12-pack.
Would you ever do that on any circumstance?
What?
The butt luge?
Be the receiver on a butt luge.
No way.
Explain it to me again exactly how this works.
Well, the woman stands with her back to you, I guess, and you have a buddy pour the beer down her back.
So she's naked.
Had got her pants pulled down, yeah. I don't know if she's topless. Well, I guess she'd have to be for the back part.
So you try telling me, Josh. I'm confused.
Yeah, the girl's standing there, and she's got her back arched so that a guy can pour liquor down the spine, and then it goes over the buttocks there, or into the gluteal cleft, and then a guy is underneath catching it. So
with his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got kind of a.
Your name again, miss? Do you shake hands before that, or
it's grossing time.
Are these professionals, or are these the ladies you brought to the game?
I've done something.
All right, Grandma, get up in the truck.
Grandma's not doing that.
Grandma's not doing that. You're right, Pat.
Grandma always serves. I've done something awfully close to that.
Yes.
Not proud of it.
What is that?
What was that?
This was in my youth.
Yeah.
At a strip club, this stripper picked up my beer, and she took a big mouthful.
Now with her hand, or we?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a fair question.
I mean,
she took a big mouthful, and then she let it drip out of her mouth in between her cleavage, and then down all of her front while I caught it in my mouth.
So where was your face?
You can imagine.
3 inches below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like her navel? By her navel?
My friends went berserk.
What was the nature of the drink?
Beer.
It was a beer. Yeah.
Oh. I've had probably a Budweiser or something.
Did a bouncer come over and grab you? All right, let's go.
Nope. No. Ugh.
So she basically spit in your mouth, right?
And then some.
Okay.
And now, does she ever call you? Or?
I've never heard a word. I know after something like that, I was like, I guess we're married. I just thought you were automatically married.
Depends on what state you weren't in Missouri, were you?
Well, Illinois.
I think
East
you might
St. Louis.
be married. Yeah.
We have some cool, happy dog news coming out of Missouri a little bit later on today.
Oh.
We should point out that Josh is a Missouri graduate.
No. He went to a school in Missouri.
No, he's a graduate of the state of Missouri.
He didn't go to Mizzou or anything.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I did announce earlier that I just got this letter that I should point out that Saturday, August 27th, Donnie Baker will be in Princeton, Indiana. And I got this letter. Donnie will enjoy. We will enjoy his show in Princeton. That'll be the only Princeton he ever gets into. Thank you, Richard, for pointing that out. Right now, a little bit of summertime stuff. We were talking a little bit off the air about the Little League World Series. Always fun. Mm-hmm. And this is a sort of a general song about the summertime, but it does talk a little bit about the great sport of baseball.
Sneezing from the pollen, the chain caught my shoestring, hit the center bar on my bicycle, and almost lost my bearings. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet and sand where the sun don't shine. Sunburned at the beach, in pain the whole darn night. So much skin peeled off my back, you could make a set of Samsonite. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet. A lot of sand where the sun don't shine. Putting on a cold, wet bathing suit. Mosquitoes and bees and tetanus shot in the derriere. Something's crawling at the foot of my sleeping bag, and flaming marshmallows in my hair. Drop and roll. Caught a baseball with my face. Potato salad in the sun. Salmonella steps up to the plate. Listeria gets the run. Oh, I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet and sand where the sun don't shine. I got sunburned at the back of my throat and sand behind my eye.
All right. The genius of Haywood Banks. And a little bit of a treat for the summertime while it's still here.
It's almost over.
Yes. Well, it's the peak of the summer. It's going to stay nice and summery, except all those schools are open and school buses. And
Are your girls back to school?
Tomorrow.
All the pools are all for Arnold. You know what I mean?
That's right. There's nobody there.
Some states don't allow schools really to open until after Labor Day, but a lot of them they're opened up.
Memorial Day to Labor Day, I say.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yep.
Well, that's
right. Damn it.
Yep.
We learned it. That's right. And we taught them cursive writing and
also we should have separate schools. And,
Whoa.
for boys and girls.
No, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That'll teach them.
If you mix them, you're going to have babies.
Pregnant.
Dear Chick, this is from Sean. He sounds kind of like a radio guy. Sean Todd.
Yeah.
Mornings with Sean Todd.
Sean Todd.
OMG, my mind is blown. I'm 56 years old, and I'm amazed, Chick. You're amazing. I never realized Gnip was ping-pong backwards.
No kidding.
I will never be the same again. From beautiful Tiffin, Ohio.
And I don't know what Gnip is.
I don't either.
Well, if you looked it up and you go, oh, that damn thing.
You might actually do that.
It was everywhere for a while. Gnip.
Is it a game? Is it the thing?
It's it looks like a little keyboard, and there's a glass covering, and there are 3 buttons here. I think 3 or 4, and each button has a ball on it, and your opponent has balls on it. And you hit the button, and it goes through a hole, but your partner is trying to get the ball through the hole at the same time.
Right. It's fun.
Defense.
We had fun doing it.
And if you get all your balls on the other side, you win. And your partner gets pregnant. So
that's right.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gnip.
Gnip.
Good to know. I had no idea. What else is going on over there?
Gnip. Well, we're going to come back with how many times have you thought, you know what I do for a job? Maybe spreadsheets. Maybe I'd like to see that in a competitive arena. Well, think again.
Competitive spreadsheeting?
Yeah.
Well, there is an Accountants Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there sure is.
Really?
Yes.
Get in the car, kids. That's where we're going.
Disney World's too crowded, kids. The Accountants Hall of Fame.
What the hell is that?
There really is one.
And you remember Tom likes his planes store-bought? Well, we got a guy who made his own... it wasn't a plane, but he was trying to fly.
Okay, we'll find out. That's all about. Right now, I want to find out about Josh being on the road.
Yeah,
Josh has more gigs coming up. You had a couple great ones over the weekend.
A lot of fun.
And when you're on the road, of course, you are burning up some gasoline. And you got to spend all that money. Is there an upside to all this?
Oh, not only is there an upside, Tom, but there's Upside, an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. Our listeners are earning cash back with Upside for every gallon of gas every time they fill up. Here's what you do. You download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play. Use promo code Bob and Tom, and you are going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up cash back. Don't pay full price at the pump anymore. Get cash back using Upside. It's easy, and it's real cash that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. You could be one of them. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward. And it's available at businesses all over the country. 30,000 plus businesses, in fact, including big name brands and those famous gas stations that you know and love, as well as some of your favorite local businesses. Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. Once again, download it, the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. I know I am earning money hand over fist, as they say. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the world's expert on a very special type of rattlesnake.
Oh.
This man was the world's expert.
I see. Like maybe he fell out of a tree?
No. Also, pickle juice in the NFL. Both in the news today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Pickle juice. And we'll get a song when we come back from Mr. Godwin. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Pretty God. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't!"
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And a good morning to you. Did you wake up feeling lucky this morning? Well, we've got a couple of contests you could win. It's pretty simple, and they're free to enter. Currently, the Netflix Me Time private screening contest is now open. You can win a virtual screening of the Netflix movie Me Time. Haven't heard of it? Well, it stars Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Just head to bobandtom.com/contest or the Bob and Tom app to register. See the official rules for complete details. Again, you can win a virtual screening of the Netflix movie Me Time, starring Kevin Hart, friend of the show, and Mark Wahlberg. I've eaten at his restaurant. Head to bobandtom.com/contest or again, the Bob and Tom app to register to win. And good luck from everyone here at the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. Salman Rushdie's agent says the author is on the road to recovery 2 days after suffering serious injuries in a stabbing at a lecture in upstate New York. The announcement followed news the lauded writer removed from a ventilator Saturday and able to talk. Andrew Wiley continued to caution that although Rushdie's condition is headed in the right direction, his recovery would be a long process. 75-year-old suffered a damaged liver and severed nerves in an arm and an eye. Rushdie is likely to lose the injured eye. 24-year-old Hadi Madar pleaded not guilty in the attack. Police say 3 people killed, another injured when they were struck by a car during a hit and run on a Chicago street. Chicago police say a sedan hit the 4 males around 5 a.m. Sunday on the city's south side and drove away. No one's in custody. Video circulating online purported to show them being struck by a fast-moving car. Police declined to release any further information about the vehicle or suspects. 3 victims were pronounced dead at a Chicago hospital, the 4th taken to a different hospital in Chicago. Names and ages unknown on Sunday. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now Antonio's been in trouble. He's done crazy things before. but he took off his jersey, threw his pads in the stands, and walked right out the door. Yeah, he's nuts. Antonio Brown, craziest man to score touchdowns, wackier than Lawrence Taylor. And Michael Vick with his pitbull dog. Pitbull dog.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Yeah, Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin. Hey, it has a disease. There's Pat Godwin. Hello.
Hey,
she's gonna whoop on her. There's Josh Arnold.
What'd you say, Ace?
She's gonna
that was funny.
Her TTs. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, such as it is. And remember what we say about Tom.
What is wrong with him?
Here he is now.
I'm trying to look up this thing that Josh was talking about. The is it called the luge? The buns?
Butt.
The butt luge.
Have you really not seen this ever?
I've seen this.
Yeah.
It was at the tailgates.
From the people that brought us jumping off the top of a van into a a convention table.
Yeah.
And breaking it in half.
Okay, so the trick is the woman is naked.
She can lift her shirt up and lower her pants.
Yeah. She's not naked. She's not totally naked.
She's exposed.
You're making
we'll say that.
You're making it filthy.
This woman appears to be standing on the. Oh, I see. This is the back of a truck. And she's standing there. So this way, the gentleman doesn't have to get down on the ground.
No, of course not.
He can conveniently just stoop a little bit, and then they're pouring a. It looks like a beer down her back.
Yeah.
And then as it reaches the gluteal cleft, it just sort of touches there, and then
kind of Goldschlager's up.
Ass crack.
This looks like it's a Budweiser, the king of rears, apparently, for this lady.
Don't you dare keep laughing at that.
I'm laughing at your reaction.
The king of rears.
Would you do that, Christy?
No.
Come on.
What if it was a boy?
What do you mean if it was a boy? You mean if the guy had the beer
Zac Efron is up on the end of the tailgate.
No, that's still
he seems very
It's
clean.
germy? Is that what you said?
Yeah. You don't think there are germs in your butt crack?
Oh, well.
I'm going to guess mostly.
I bet
rigorously.
I bet you Zac Efron has a team of people cleaning him at least twice a day.
Wipers.
That's right.
Okay, well,
Would
sorry.
you get down on the ground for a girl?
What do you mean down on the ground?
Just what I said.
In this alcohol-infused
no, maybe
episode.
maybe out in the field. Who can say when
Gentlemen would never
strike?
discuss such things. Let's just get
How about
right
the
back
hood of
to
a Camaro?
I never know. Those are very nice cars.
We have a world championship, not necessarily a world record, but I'm guessing the championship of the world championship would be a world record.
Wow, that's
not necessarily.
deep.
No, not necessarily. Okay. The internet's going nuts for what they call the Excel World Championships broadcast.
Really?
According to Tech Radar, the Excel All-Star Battle saw Microsoft Excel users go head-to-head in a series of spreadsheet-based challenges until a champion is crowned.
Come on.
The competition broadcast with commentary, interviews, and post-tournament analysis on ESPN, actually on the Ocho, ESPN.
Oh, it's one of those things. I see.
The internet, though, it got big ratings.
Really?
Really?
They're saying enthralled with the fast-paced knockout tournament.
I don't know anything about
Excel.
Excel. I've never.
No, I don't.
Oh, you never had to use that? I did.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a Microsoft product, right?
Yeah, Microsoft just said it's their spreadsheet, so you can do accounting on it, and you can do. Yeah.
I remember who I was telling this, and they laughed, but I'm not going to tell you who it was. And, at a time in my career, I was the program director. I was music director. I was responsible for budgets. And I had to wear a suit and tie. That's the reaction I got when I tell people. I was...
Where was this?
Springfield, Ohio.
Oh.
I was...
the program manager, and very nice.
So you used Excel?
I had to... No.
Oh.
I had to fire people.
Did you?
That's never fun.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming in. And look, we're not going to need you anymore. It's not... I blame someone else. It's
Did you start crying?
Idea. Did I? No.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Well, so you kind of get, I can't believe they're making me do
I can't
this.
believe, yeah.
Because you seem like you'd be really empathetic and be sad. And...
No, I hated this guy.
Oh,
it was my idea. My idea to get to fire.
So what does this have to do with Excel spreadsheets?
Because I don't know anything about Excel. I don't know anything about being in an office. What I do know, I've forgotten. I don't know.
So it's a series of cells, and you
type stuff in them?
Yeah, and then, so if you put 7 in one, and then you can code them as well. So you put 7 in one cell and 5 in the other, and then 12 automatically populates.
Oh my God!
You had to take like a whole class on it. It was great when you got.
So these are leagues of Excel people entering data into some sheet.
Apparently.
Did you ever try this in debate?
I think stuff like that. You often win because the other person just leaves.
So do these guys have teams like? Hey man, that guy's a badass. He's got a wrist brace on.
Carpal going on.
He must really hit it hard. This seems to be wrong for ESPN, frankly.
Really?
Well,
it's like when MTV stopped showing music videos and started playing dumb reality shows.
Teen pregnancy. And,
the Learning Channel was suddenly playing Honey Boo Boo. These channels are being misnamed. If they're showing Excel spreadsheets on ESPN, it's...
Anything to keep them from doing their political commentary. Fine with me.
Oh, that's true.
Now, I believe you said Pat was coming back with a song.
Yeah.
Is that,
Patty boy.
correct?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Pat, how are you?
Good, everybody.
Everybody.
How's that guitar in there?
Well, it's in tune, ready to go.
How are your girlfriend's 2 boobs?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Oh, my God.
Did you have a little fun with some whipped cream? Or?
No. We haven't gotten to whipped cream yet.
What are you waiting for?
Well, we're still at chocolate. So.
All right.
Has she seen the facial apparatus?
Yes,
the breathing.
That
What's that thing called?
A CPAP.
The CPAP.
Very sexy.
She has?
Yeah.
Huh.
Does that make a noise?
Yes.
Yes.
But isn't it kind of comforting? It's like a white noise machine.
It is, actually.
I was thinking it would be like a thwack,
No. No, that's the sound that we make.
Like some kind of a weird sump pump.
Pat said that's the sound we make.
You make a thwap.
Yeah, you get a little older, you make a thwap.
You didn't grow up in a James Thurber now. Pocket.
Well, can you sing that song about your facial and
the facial?
What is it? The CPAP machine?
The CPAP machine.
Oh, now facials are involved.
Well, now he's got to find the song. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, now you ran out of time. And
once again, don't you guys?
This isn't a long song.
Aren't you guys here at like 1 in the morning before we go on?
I've been here quite a long time.
Why?
Yeah, this is a fun song, Pat. This is about the fact that
cursory meeting.
You have to have a fence around your bed so you don't fall out. You got that CPAP machine going and
CPAP. Is that anything like smear pappy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yes, that's hence the nodding.
This is what I have to do. Tell a woman when she gets to. Well, here we go. Lay across my modified bed. The side rail's there because I fell out of bed a couple months ago, waking up violently with what's called sleep paralysis and busted my right eye. Why won't you stay? Is it the CPAP I have on my head? I'm a heavy snorer, you see, and the CPAP forces air in my lungs, allowing me to sleep better and longer. Lots of people have them. Whatever image you had in your mind, I'm guessing it wasn't the nursing home kind. Stay, lady, stay. The urine bottle is because of my back. I had spinal fusion surgery on December 1st, and they put 7 rods and screws in there, so I have a hard time getting up, so I pee in a bottle. Why shy away? Is it the back brace and my cold ice pack? The ice reduces the inflammation, and I also take medication for nerve pain called Lyrica, which can make me impotent from time to time. I'll take a Cialis. Let the loving begin. You'll have to do the work for 2. Run, lady, run. Why does this happen every time?
What a nice tribute to Nashville skyline. Whappity, 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 whappity. We have dogs lost, dogs found, dogs on roofs, dogs in caves, and the world's expert on a certain type of rattlesnake.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Are we going to talk to him?
You know better.
No.
Are you going to let me and Josh go on the snake hunt?
Oh, sure.
Okay, good.
Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in your grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up there, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Rolling through a Monday together with you, Greg Warren on the way with another Warren Report, GregWarrenComedy.com. By the way, Greg's going to be on the road this weekend. You can catch him if you're out west in Arizona. He'll be at the Stir Crazy Comedy Club in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. So Glendale, Arizona, let's show up and support this young comedian with a dream. GregWarrenComedy.com for tickets and information. Also, comedian Reno Collier going to be joining us later this morning as well out of Tennessee. It's going to be a great morning. Thanks for joining us here on this Monday, August 15th, as we roll through this together right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The flagship climate change and health care bill passed by Democrats and soon to be signed by President Joe Biden will bring us, taxpayers, one step closer to a government-operated electronic free-file tax return system. Now, this is something lawmakers and advocates have been seeking for years. For many of us, it's pretty frustrating that beyond having to pay sometimes hefty tax bills, we also have to shell out additional money for tax preparation programs or preparers because of an increasingly complex U.S. tax system. A loud boom was heard across areas of northern Utah, and it's likely it was a meteor. Reports of the sound circulated at about 8:30 a.m. Saturday, with folks from Orem to southern Idaho posting that they heard it. Utah Governor Spencer Cox tweeted that his office confirmed it was not related to any seismic activity or Utah's military installations. The National Weather Service Salt Lake City office did report that it's a lightning detection mapper picked up what was likely the meteor's trail or flash. And what takes a year and costs about $20,000 to make? A trash can in San Francisco. The pricey boxy bin, one of 3 custom-made trash cans the city is testing this summer, part of its years-long search for another tool to use against dirty streets. San Francisco began that search for the perfect trash can in 2018 when officials decided it was time to replace more than 3,000 public bins that have been on the streets for nearly 20 years. They promise that the new bins will be in place by 2023 and cost a maximum of $3,000 each. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No.
Hey, look, ladies, if I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I want Josh's exact.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Got some tips to keep Christy married next time.
All right. First of all, you already have me married, which is scary, but go ahead.
I mean this with nothing but love in my heart.
Yes, sir.
You've got to shut up. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee with a special tribute to Canada coming up.
Oh, wow.
All right, our friends to the north.
Before we get to that,
here's Tom.
We had an interesting article we were looking at. I believe it was from McCall's magazine.
It's exactly right, from 1958.
And it was, describe what it was about.
A lot of good advice in there.
Yeah, it was like if ladies were looking for a husband, it was 150 plus ways to find a man.
A mile?
Yeah.
Some of them were very interesting, like pretend you're lost at a football game.
Right.
That'll work.
Learn how to clean a fish.
Be friendly to ugly men.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
That's not a bad idea.
Diamond in the rough right there. You never know.
Ladies.
My favorite, though, is the mystery, carry a hat box.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't that conversation starter?
I guess.
Not a lot of people carry hat boxes, so.
What do you got in there?
What's in the
Hat?
What's in that hat box?
Hat? Get a dog and walk it.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Have
standard.
your car break down at strategic places.
How the hell do you do that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
How do you break? How does your car break down?
You pull up. You shut the car off. You get out. You open the hood. I don't know what's happening.
Christy, go
and then
to
the guy comes
you
to
pull the carburetor thing. And
No.
Well, in 58, there may have been a lot of clutches. You just kind of not clutch when you manually.
No, but
Christy, go to the gym where handsome men are going in and out. And
you're not listening.
Pull your hood up.
The guy comes and looks under the hood, and he'll go, "Now try it," and you start it right up.
And then you think he's a genius, and
then
he's
you
like,
tell him,
I didn't even do anything.
You tell him he's a genius.
All right.
And how may I reward you for your assistance?
Could we go for coffee?
How about some of this poon?
Oh, boy.
Now, if you wouldn't mind checking my tailpipe.
Well, we have the sequel to the Once You Have Found Your Man, How to Keep Him.
Okay.
This is from a 1950 home economics book.
Oh, jeez.
This was being taught to children.
Oh, my
Here you
God.
go.
I love these.
Girls,
Yeah.
have dinner ready.
Oh.
Dinner on the table.
You're damn right.
That's a way of letting him know you've been thinking about him and we're concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry.
Yep. Most.
When they come home, and the prospects of a good meal are part of a warm welcome. Prepare yourself, Christy.
Oh, yeah, I got to put my pearls on.
Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives.
Yes.
Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
He has just been with a lot of work-weary people.
Yes.
It says, be a little gay and a little more interesting. Well, that's interesting.
That certainly would be interesting.
I like it. Hey, sweetie, this is my new girlfriend.
Honey, dinner's ready, and how do you like our scissoring?
Could you be a little more gay?
Once again, these are tips to look after your husband from 1950. Let's see, what's this one? Clear away the clutter.
That's right. Keep a clean house.
Yes, keep a clean house.
Yeah. No man wants to come home to a clean house there, Christy.
Is this dust?
Run a dust cloth over all the tables.
That's right. I'll give the old white glove finger test.
Yeah, really.
Where's the part about when you come home, you make her weigh in?
Yeah.
Get on the scale.
Well, you do that every morning to decide if she's going to leave the house that day or not.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, my God.
Minimize all noise.
What's going on, Chunkles?
Let me shut up.
What, put the kids in their room? What?
No, her mouth.
No vacuuming. Do not run the dishwasher, the washer, or the dryer.
Or that trap.
Do that before I get home.
Encourage the children to be quiet.
Well, see? What was that commercial we had? Remember from the 50s, the headache one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. That was.
Sure, you've got a headache.
Mother,
Tense, irritable.
Trying
you
to
need
do it
Anacin.
myself.
Eunice, please be quiet.
That
What
was
if that guy
it. Something like-
snaps at her?
I love the mother, please. I'd rather do it myself. I believe here's one of them. Here you go.
Jimmy, please, not now. I'm too busy. Control yourself. Sure you have a headache, tense, irritable, but don't take it out on him. No.
You need Anacin for fast release.
See, this always reminds me of the great scene in Animal House.
Yeah.
Remember the little tiny men
The devil
show up on his shoulder.
The angel.
Yeah.
Blanker.
Here we go.
Don't you think it needs a little salt? Mother, please. I'd rather do it myself. Control you. Sure, you have a headache.
Sure.
You're tense, irritable. But don't take it out on her.
You need Anacin for fast relief. The big difference.
Oh, yes, what they're saying is,
I was born too late.
If you're upset, you need to take a drug.
Yeah.
There we go.
You should try Anacin.
That is so funny. Anyways, Christy, more tips to look after your husband?
Yeah.
Make the evening his. Never complain if he doesn't take you out to dinner, rather entertainment. Instead, try to understand the world of strain and pressure and his need to come home and relax.
Yes.
The goal to make your home a place of peace.
What about my needs?
What?
Whoa.
Female needs are a myth.
You need Anacin.
All they need is a roof over their head and a credit card.
You need to get rid of that headache right now.
Get those legs in the air.
A little bit of Midol. What is Midol anyway? Is that
It's just
For menstrual cramps? Is that what it was?
Yeah, but
is it legit? I mean, is it?
I've never had that issue, so I never
Never had the crampies?
Is
Not
it
really.
is it a pill or is it a liquid?
Yeah, it's a pill.
What do you mean?
Is it
Midol is basically
swallowed?
Is it topical?
What do you think it was? A lotion?
I think it's a spray on. I don't know.
All you need is an orgasm. You'll be fine.
I think it has ibuprofen in it. I think it's just like that.
You know, back in the day, women could go to doctors for orgasms.
Yeah,
They were considered to be stricken with hysteria,
and
that's how they did it.
They had a little, what looked like I saw the documentary about it. They had a miniature curtain that would go
Right.
on the pelvis.
Right.
And they would put it on, and then the doctor would be
So
on
when
the
it was
other
showtime,
side.
would the music play and the curtain would
No.
open up?
The doctor would go on the other side of the curtain so the woman could not see what he was doing.
But he'd be stimulating her, and then
Obviously, she could feel it.
Right.
And then he'd remove the curtain and
She'd be all better.
Orgasm.
Midol has acetaminophen, caffeine, and an antihistamine in it.
Okay.
Antihistamine.
Now we have some don'ts for the ladies.
Oh.
Fights fatigue.
To keep your husband crispy. I'm sorry.
Crispy?
Crispy leave.
Do you know periods make your nose run? Did you know that? What? You said antihistamines.
Would Crispy Lee be like a new cookie treat?
Yeah. I like it. Try new
Sarah
Crispy Lee.
The crisp.
Why
I'm
aren't
sorry.
we named Christy and Chip?
Nobody doesn't like Crispy Lee.
Here's some don'ts, please. Some don'ts.
Sorry.
Okay, once again, if you want to keep your husband, according to this article in
What else
1950.
don't I need to do?
Don't greet him with your problems and complaints.
No.
Don't
never.
complain that he's late for dinner.
That's right.
He may have had to go to the strip club. In the
Yeah. You got to eat at his girlfriend's first.
And I mean mowing.
Make him comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair. Suggest he lie down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him.
You better do that.
Arrange his pillow and offer to take off his shoes.
God.
Speak in a low, soft, soothing, and pleasant voice.
There we go.
Allow him to relax and unwind. And this is
thing I wasn't-
1950, and think of all the great things got accomplished in this culture in the 1950s.
That's right.
Oh, stop.
Sure, there were a few missteps.
Can you imagine, though, if a guy would treat it like the guy would eventually go, Are you going to kill me?
Yeah. Oh, now? Yeah.
Or
Here,
leave
honey,
me? Or
lean back.
Yeah.
May I remove your footwear?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this psychopath?
the hell?
One more sports story over there?
Oh, well, we have a salute. That's right. Former MVP and six-time All-Star Cincinnati Reds first baseman Joey Votto has a host of accomplishments over his 16-year Major League Baseball career. Well, now Votto can add this. Yesterday, Votto played in his 1,989th Major League game, passing Hall of Famer Larry Walker.
Wow.
For most games played by a Canadian-born player.
Wow.
How about that? Joey Votto, number 1. Larry Walker, number 2. Matt Stairs, number 3.
And won't stop staring.
Be it known the chick paused and stared at Christy Lee. No, it's
barely a joke.
Really enjoyed by the audience. If they're watching on if you wanted to watch that joke, Ace Cosby, how would you see that joke later today?
We're on YouTube Live now.
All right.
Live. Let's see. The 38-year-old 0 for 5 yesterday. Typical Canadian. He doesn't want to bother anybody.
Sorry.
Very well-mannered. I'll just go back to the dugout.
Well, Joey, you were 0 for 5. Sorry.
I'll go out and take batting practice.
More sports. You want to give me the teaser?
More sport. A couple of records and a pub crawl, and we got it all coming up.
Okay. Ace, stand by. Underwear news today.
Yeah.
All right. The underwear bandits are in the news, actually.
And we have Vabbing back in the news.
You ever go on a panty raid there at the...
no, I never did a panty raid.
Do you know guys who did?
No, that was kind of 1950s, I think, more of a frat thing.
Oh, all right.
Did you ever do a panty raid, Pat?
No, that's way before me.
Yeah.
Did you ever kiss another boy?
No. Do you like the word panties, Christy? Do you find that word offensive?
That's fine. Panties are fine.
Did you kiss another boy, John?
You like that?
No, I never have kissed another boy.
Would you like to, Josh?
You've never kissed a boy?
No.
Did you ever come back from one of these evenings out that you have and realize you don't have your underwear?
Oh, wait, that's a lie. I did kiss a boy. We'll come back with that.
Okay.
Yeah. It was well worth it.
I've kissed a girl and I liked it.
Okay,
I hope it's me.
Right now, I want to ask you about this. You've heard of low T. What's that all about? We keep hearing about it. And it's about testosterone, and testosterone affects many aspects of your body, fellas, including sex drive, erections, bone mass, sperm production. Low T can be serious business, and if you're wondering what your testosterone levels are, well, the folks at Roman have developed a special kit that can be the first step in finding out if you need to keep looking at this situation. The Roman Testosterone Test Kit cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide if you want to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with your healthcare provider. It's that simple. Roman sends you this easy-to-use kit, step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your home. Just take the test before 10 a.m. and ship it back the same day. Once your results are ready, Roman will send you a downloadable PDF to your private account. No one else has to see it. And you can choose to schedule a free consultation and go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Once again, check it out by going to GetRoman.com/BT show. Our friends at Roman have been providing lots of services for you fellas, and this is something new. GetRoman.com/BT show, your at-home testosterone test kit, $69 total. GetRoman.com/BT show. Coming up, we have vabbing is back in the news again. What is vabbing? Well, it involves a little dab here, a little dab there. Okay.
Mostly there.
Mostly there, yeah. Yeah, you'll see. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And a good morning to you. We talked about Greg Warren coming up with the Warren Report here on a Monday, but we've also got Reno Collier on tap as well. I told you where Greg would be at Stir Crazy Comedy Club coming up this weekend in Glendale, Arizona. Go to GregWarrenComedy.com for more. But Reno Collier also on the road this Friday night. He'll be at the Paramount Center for the Arts in Bristol, Texas. That's right, deep in the heart of Texas. Reno Collier. Find out more at RenoCollierComedy.com. Thanks to Greg Warren and Reno Collier for joining us right here on a Monday on Bob and Tom 24/7. Coming up, don't go anywhere.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Nick Mullins, 7-9, 94 yards and a touchdown. Raiders beat the Vikings in Vegas 26-20 in that preseason game last night. And the Jets quarterback, Zach Wilson, will have arthroscopic surgery on his injured right knee Tuesday in Los Angeles. Wilson suffered a bone bruise and torn meniscus during the Jets' second offensive series Friday night in the preseason opener at Philadelphia. Kevin Harvick gets his second win in a row at Richmond yesterday. And in the PGA, Will Zalatoris, finally a winner. It wasn't easy, though. At the FedEx St. Jude Championship, he got into a playoff with Sepp Straka. Zalatoris had to make a 15-foot par on the second extra hole to stay in it. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action, Kansas City over the Dodgers, 4-0. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Houston, the White Sox, Texas, the Angels, and Boston. And in the National League, San Diego, St. Louis, Atlanta, the Mets, Cincinnati, Arizona, and San Francisco all win. And a full slate in the WNBA, your winners, New York, Vegas, Washington, Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual Ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say? From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. They are not moving on this.
I can tell. We can tell. I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand in the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great. Go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Burtinelli's Muffin.
The Burtinelli muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Burtinelli's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Burtinelli's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good. I bet. This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Burtinelli's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Burtinelli's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Burtinelli's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
A list of things you're never going to hear at a party. Hey, when you're done throwing up, can you drive me home?
I've heard that at a party.
Hey, who knows how to play some folk guitar? The clogged toilet? That was me. Hey, the keg's dry, but I think we've all had enough.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I hate to waste time, so who here besides me has herpes?
Same, because then you can match up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the neighbors are on the phone. They want to hear some Skinner. I can't hear the coked up guy talking. I want to hit on her, but she's so drunk. And finally, put down the gun or no more Yahtzee.
Yeah, you never hear that one.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Rocking the short sleeve shirt.
Oh, feels good.
I don't care for it.
Oh, it looks good.
You either, Josh.
Oh, okay.
In the upside sidekick chair. Go get a real shirt. Be a man. Wear long sleeves. Like my buddy Ace is wearing long sleeves.
I wasn't, but it's so cold in here.
I gotta let the pythons breathe.
What you gonna do, brother?
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, and here's Tom.
I need to be cheered up right now.
All right.
I think the only way to do that,
Let's jump.
Yeah?
You want me to?
in my mind, of course,
only one way.
involves.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, buddy.
Why are vampires so easy to fool?
Why are vampires so easy to fool?
They're suckers.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
They sure are.
You know, give those singers some credit. No matter how the joke turns out, they are right there.
Yes,
and excited.
They're happy.
Yeah, they're happy.
They do such a nice job. They're so sweet.
They got their scale and got to meet me.
That's all they needed.
Yes.
Yes.
They were paid in scale. You see.
Right.
Okay, we have a request. We were talking about the world of fantasy football, the NFL. The preseason is up and running.
That's right,
Mr. Fantasy.
It's but fantasy football's gotten huge, and the world of gambling has also entered the world of the NFL. Of course, lots of different legal ways to gamble in the NFL. There's a little bit of confusion depending on what state you're in. But it's out there, ladies and gentlemen. And Chick McGee, for the first time, is going to be entering the world of fantasy football.
And my fantasy football team name is going to be, unless I hear something better, but I don't think I will, Guardians of the Commanders.
Guardians of the Commanders. Acknowledging the two pathetic new names of professional sports teams that were afraid to do anything to offend anyone, I guess. And they came up with really pablum-like, generic, boring names.
What about the Chiefs? What about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh,
it'll eventually be changed.
Yeah. I'm not arguing. I'm not making that argument. That's if the tribes involved have a problem with it, that's fine. That I get it. They can change the name. But if you're going to change it, try to do something meaningful.
What about the Cowboys?
Washington had a chance to do the Red Tails in honor of the brave Americans that were. Never mind.
What about the Cowboys?
The what?
Cowboys.
What's wrong with the Cowboys?
Well, they're calling them a name. Hey, you cowboy. Yeah, see?
I think that they're associated. They're associated with agricultural ranching. Why am I talking to this moron? Years ago, in the days when gambling was a little more underground, shall we say?
Yeah.
Chick McGee, famous for the Chick McGee Sports Show involving wagering.
The original sports pick'em show.
Yes.
We did it far before anybody else.
And Chick was getting some tips from my then young son, Sam.
Is that right?
Sounds something like this.
Sam, hey, glad you're here this morning. Thanks for that lock last night. I don't know how you did it, but you said it was a sure thing. Dolphins would cover. Man, that was great. Thanks for the advice.
Not a problem, Chickster. By the way, what's my take?
Well, I thought it was friendly advice at first, but how about $5? You know, you could buy some little Hot Wheels there, or maybe some turtle things, or whatever.
Bullshit. $5 ain't gonna cut it, mister. Come across. How much did you have on that game?
C note, I think.
Well, sounds to me like the Samster's in for half a C.
All right. Fine, you little shark here.
So, how come you didn't put more money on the game, you little
It was between paydays. Sam, I was a little light. I do live paycheck to paycheck.
You should have come to me for some cash. I cleaned up this weekend on that Colts-Packers game. I can't believe my dad took the Packers. What a doofus. He's down 50. But me, I got a brand new bike and 3 new mutual funds.
Must be nice, Sam.
Come on, Chickster. I'll buy a free ice cream cone. Does that sound good, little feller?
Well, yeah, sounds real good. I just don't know how to thank you, Sam.
Don't worry. You can reimburse me on payday.
Geez, Sam. You're the best.
Anything for a buddy.
Yeah, buddies.
Brought to you by the American Gambling Council.
Very good. Thank you very much, Sam. We're looking forward to a NFL season featuring something that's going to be a lot of fun. Every week we're going to do it. Your shot at winning one of those beautiful big green eggs. Oh, we did it last year. Had some great winners. Get to talk to them on the air. And you get to do your sports picking and see if you've got the smarts and the luck to win.
We did pretty well last year.
It was fun.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Happy Monday, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
You too. Ace, I didn't catch all your joke of the day. It's something about vampires. What was it?
They're suckers.
Oh, Well, I'll raise you one. You know why it's come vampires make the best baseball coaches?
Why?
Because they bring the bats. Swear to God. Tom, I heard you bragging about the rumors, and it's true. I'm committed to Princeton.
Yeah, I see that Donnie Baker is going to be at the Toyota Event Center, Princeton, Indiana. I got an email from someone from there saying it's the only time you'll ever get into a place called Princeton.
And it's not a full ride. I got a layover in Evansville, but I'll be there.
Okay.
Man, I'm still burping up dinner from last night. I don't know who invented Salisbury steaks, but that dick needs to be on Shark Tank.
That's what I love them.
I assume it was a dude named the Earl of Salisbury or something. Of course, growing up, we couldn't afford the name brand Salisbury steaks, like the fancy Salisbury labels. So my mom fearlessly buys generic brand Sal's Gravy Burgers.
Wow.
Josh, you ever try them? They're heat and serve.
Sal's Gravy Burgers? No.
I know you gotta love Salisbury steaks. Of course, I'm assuming you loved all gravy beets since you was born big boned. But the only gravy meat I won't eat are them beanie weenies.
Oh.
Yeah, you see them a lot of swinger parties and graduations. Even the name sounds weird. Like, who's Beanie anyways? And why's come he's trying to shove his weenies down our throats? I don't trust it. I don't care how much you paid for the crock pot, Wade. Don't worry, Tom. I know him. He's a P1 listener. My favorite gravy meat has to probably be the roast beef Manhattan.
You mean roast beef, Donnie?
Well, not when you make them using squirrel and possum meat, Tom. The key there is always extra gravy, because extra gravy makes every meat good, no matter how gamey or ripe the meat is. Now, my Uncle Sonny's roast beef Manhattans will get you loaded, because with his recipe, it's mostly the Manhattan. He don't even cook it all the way through. He just keeps the Manhattans flowing regular. You ever get that meat off the deli tray at the strip club? Josh, the meat that's got that greenish pink sheen to it.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of looks like an earlobe's been peeled off the floor. Oh, spoiler alert, don't eat that meat. Unless you feel like losing your mud halfway through November rain. Swear to God. I don't remember, don't put your lips on anything green at a strip club. Or you're going to get gonorrhea, dysentery, or diarrhea.
Good to know.
Okay, here comes Whiffy's bus. He's still packing his lunch. I gotta go.
Bye.
Don't eat anything green at a strip club. Right there.
That's probably good advice.
Yeah, I do love the Salisbury steaks. I didn't know there was an Earl of Salisbury.
I don't think I've had a Salisbury steak since high school, maybe.
It's the best.
Wasn't that one of the go-tos for TV dinners?
Sure.
Oh, that's it, TV dinners.
I don't know that I've ever been to a restaurant where they served it.
Me either.
I wish
really?
I'd love to go to a restaurant that had Salisbury steaks and scabs.
What are... No, don't...
Scabs, breaded veal cutlets with tomato sauce.
Yeah, they had that at his school.
Yeah.
So consequently, he thinks everyone called them scabs.
Did you have veal?
No, we never had veal at school. Are you kidding me?
I bet there are hundreds of listeners out there that have had at their school.
Hundreds.
At their school, they had some specific dish that had a nickname.
Well, that's fine.
You're talking about veal parmesan.
We had pepper bellies at our school.
What are those?
It was a bed of Fritos with chili and cheese on top.
Oh, those are good.
That sounds really good. What were they called?
Pepper bellies.
Okay, okay. Scabs were...
they were delicious.
Scabs are delicious. The name's a little disgusting.
There's nobody else out there who calls them scabs.
No.
Don't try to bend this into some nickname.
Mrs. Gunther, who was the dietitian, the head chef, if you will, famous for Gunther's Go-Go Gravy.
Yes.
If on certain days when she had her gravy, the toilets would be packed. Later.
Gosh.
Gunther's Go-Go Gravy, go through a screen door, not hit a wire. Unbelievable.
I'd like to hear some of our listeners what nicknames they had for food at their high school cafeteria.
Remember, Sliders was a nickname, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, we used to get in trouble for saying that on the air, but now they've embraced it. And now you go to places and they have filet mignon sliders or lobster sliders.
Yep.
Yes, I say, the macaroni and cheese, the lobster was delightful. Times have changed. Coming up, we have, of all things, pickle juice, not just in the news, but also in the NFL. Coming up.
All right.
Did you see the story?
Yeah, honey,
yes,
pickle juice has been around in the NFL and college for, I'm going to say, decades.
But it's coming up at a fast food place
They have a fast food place on the sidelines?
In the form of a slushie.
No kidding.
The pickle juice slushie is coming up in the news. But we return now to the sports desk.
So it's not connected with sports then?
In a way.
No. Well,
Stupid world record. Two friends from the Netherlands are journeying over 3,000 miles to go on the world's longest pub crawl.
Wow.
Elliot Blake and Harry Bello decided to celebrate their graduation from university in a unique way. They don't say the university over there. It's
Get a job?
University.
I mean, I would think you just graduated from university. You're probably broke.
They intend to visit 12 countries: Germany, Slovenia. You can't get anything done in Slovenia. A bunch of slobs laying around.
Slobs.
Montenegro.
Ooh,
Kosovo.
That's awkward. They changed the name.
Greece. And we'll drink plenty of beer along the way. So far, the pair have already taken 1,200 miles and down more than 165 points.
Yikes.
They hope to reach their final stop of Istanbul, Turkey, this October.
Are they walking?
They can't be walking.
Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople.
So these guys have vomited in 12 different countries.
It doesn't give any report of how they're ambulating across 3,000 miles.
Yeah, I wonder.
Doesn't say at all.
But the whole point of this is they're drinking in all these countries.
Okay.
It's kind of like drink around the world at Disney World, except it's going to take them longer than
and it's cheaper.
But a pub crawl implies that they're walking.
Yeah.
Or crawling.
Yeah.
Pat, do you have a tribute to this?
I could do something, yeah.
Okay.
When I drink up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who drinks up next to you. When I go, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. When I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And when I slur, yeah, no, I'm gonna be the man slurring next to you. And I would vomit 3,000 miles, and I would vomit 3,000 more.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your graduation, fellas. And good luck. Good luck to you.
Yeah, it sounds like I bet they're having a ball.
Yeah. But it doesn't make it clear if they're taking trains or...
Well, if it's going to
take... I bet
all
of it.
Here's the thing. They must be walking because it's going to take them till October to get to Istanbul.
And where are they now?
Not Constantinople.
Not Constantinople. They've already completed 1,200 miles. That's all it says. And down more than 165 pints.
If it weren't for TikTok, they'd just be a couple of hobos. But now that they're...
And other influencers.
Yes, now with TikTok, yes, they're sponsored.
Man, I love that word, hobo. What are you, a hobo? What's your problem? You look like a hobo.
Stupid world record.
And finally, every now and then, these world records get dangerous. Downright dangerous.
They sure can.
An Italian cosplayer...
Yeah.
LARPA, right? LARP?
Yeah, live action role playing.
Yeah. He's broken the Guinness World Record. She's broken the Guinness World Record for the largest mechanical wings on a cosplay costume. Ariana Palumbo. Let me ask you a question.
No, that's Ariana Colombo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Colombo. You know, the wife and I were sitting. Also known as Demon Cosplay, earned the title with a set of wings measuring a total of 20.4 feet. With the help of a remote, the massive pair of white feathered wings are able to lift upward, extend outward, and retract back to their original position.
Can she fly?
No, she's a flightless whore.
A flightless whore?
Why is she a whore?
Well, she's the devil.
That's her.
She's the devil.
That makes sense.
Oh, sorry.
The wings help Palumbo embody the goddess Elizabeth, a character from the manga series. Not the Menge. What, Menge?
I thought maybe she was being Lucifer from Netflix.
The 7 Deadly Sins.
Huge set of wings.
Cool. I bet it looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, her boyfriend said, look, if you're going to do something fake, let's put the wings lower on the list. Okay, so...
you know, I bet someone's faked it with you.
No doubt.
No wings, of course.
I can see Tom faking it.
Yeah.
Just I got to go walk the dog. I'll see.
Yeah.
I got things.
Coming up, we have the pickle juice slushy, and I will connect it to the NFL.
Hey.
All right.
Okay, gonna hold you to that.
It's coming back, and you may recall the pickle juice slushy was out there a while back, but it is making a comeback. Ace Cosby, how do I watch this show? What's going on here?
We are live on YouTube now, and if you miss it, you can catch the Bob and Tom recap show. We do that 8 o'clock Eastern.
So they could relive your Ace Cosby joke of the day from earlier today.
Over and over and over.
All right. Greg Warren's going to be our guest. I think he's like becoming a regular here. And comedian Reno Collier also joining us a little bit later on this morning. And I will also urge you to hang out with us because we have interesting stories coming up about a famous snake researcher and a new variation on those sort of home video shows like America's Funniest Videos. Mm-hmm. A very unusual variation in that coming up that'll be hosted by the great comedian Wanda Sykes, coming to television real soon. You'll be kind of surprised as to what the source of these videos is when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Got a couple of opportunities for you to be a big winner. All you have to do is go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you can enter to win the Beyond Bourbon all-inclusive sweepstakes. That's right, brought to you by Team Kentucky. You can win a VIP weekend pass to see the Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival. I like bourbon. I like Beyond. The Highland Festival grounds at the Kentucky Expo Center. What am I talking about? Well, bands like Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton. That's right, other 50 more bands in addition to that. That's why they call it a music festival. It's a festival of musicians. And again, you could win VIP passes, airfare credit, hotel accommodations, ground transportation, and more. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Click on the Beyond the Bourbon contest. Again, brought to you by Team Kentucky. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. Amazon-owned companies Ring and Hollywood studio MGM are partnering to create a TV show in the mold of America's Funniest Home Videos. This seems like it was just destined. MGM says the half-hour Ring Nation will showcase viral footage from Ring's doorbell and smart home cameras. The show will be hosted by comedian Wanda Sykes and premiere in syndication on September 26th. Jon Batiste says he will be forever grateful to Stephen Colbert for allowing him to, quote, assemble one of the greatest bands ever on television. Colbert announced on the Thursday edition of The Late Show that Batiste was leaving as band leader after 7 years. Batiste says in a statement he plans on spending time with family and deepening his creative practice. And the family of Naomi Judd has filed an amended petition to seal police reports regarding the investigation into her death at her home in Tennessee back in April. The petition filed in Williamson County Chancery Court on Friday states that daughters Wyona and Ashley Judd, as well as Naomi's husband Larry Strickland, want to seal the records containing video and audio interviews. The petition says media outlets in Tennessee have been filing public record requests in her case. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night, and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Atta Girl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Atta Girl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Atta Girl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Atta Girl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Atta Girl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I'll tell you about that coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
He's manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. And he's my dream come true.
One and only.
Dream boat.
Oh,
Ace
boy.
True.
Kiss him on the mouth, chick.
I haven't talked
Go.
about how I kissed a boy.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get to that. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Was this in show choir?
It was not. That's a fair question. Yeah, that is obviously a very fair question.
Naturally, it had to be in show choir.
Yeah.
What was the name of your show choir again?
Premiere.
Premiere. Okay.
And what were your colors and your spangly?
Fuchsia.
Spangled vest
Yep.
and things?
Yeah.
And did you wear did you wear like capes or robes?
No. This was it was
They were
very
tuxedos, didn't you? Like,
yeah, tuxedo pants and a tuxedo shirt and a fuchsia bow tie and a glittery
spangled vest.
What do they call those? Sequins.
Sequin.
Yeah.
And what was the repertoire? What kind of?
Everything from fire. We'd slow things down and do fire and rain.
Yeah.
Oh, and there were like a series of risers on stage, and we all took a pose and at different heights. It was awful. I don't know how the parents sat through all this crap. But
did you go to competitions? Did you?
Yeah.
compete?
I mean, I think we were good, but looking back, it's like, oh. And then we did a medley from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dream.
Yikes.
Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the big closer?
I don't know what maybe turn the beat around.
Yeah.
Love to
hear percussion. But one of my best friends, we were at Mizzou in Columbia, Missouri, and at a big party. And these two girls, we wanted to get them to make out. And they said, we'll make out if you guys kiss. And my buddy Jason and I didn't miss a beat. We just kissed each other real quick on the lips and then watched them make out for 5 minutes. Totally worth it.
Pretty good deal.
See, I think Tom and
You didn't want them to make out with you. You wanted them to make out with each other.
Yes, but then we ended up, we each,
okay.
yeah.
So, but Tom and I are missing that male gene. I don't care if two women kiss.
I kind of don't now anymore because it's kind of like showing up to a party that you weren't invited to.
Yeah.
But
or going to a restaurant where you can't eat the food.
but then it was pretty. I mean, I was 20 or something. It was pretty.
Is this the woman that you ended up peeing in the bed with?
It was not. No. Mm-mm.
Well, you get around.
Your sexual exploits
could we
are
get
dizzy.
back to sports? Is that sports? By the way, are we done?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's is this? I have to bring up this because it came up over the weekend. Is it not cool to wear a band's shirt to the concert?
No, that's fine.
No, it's not cool.
I think it's not cool.
It's not cool, is it?
Wear it at home. Don't wear it to
So if I'm going to see Def Leppard, for example,
No.
I can't wear a Def Leppard.
Why not?
Of course you can.
No.
See, I think you can too.
It's not cool.
Not cool.
It came up over the weekend. They're like, "No, that's not cool. You can't
So
do
if
that."
if you're going to a football game, you think it's uncool to wear the team colors?
Exactly.
Well, that's different.
No, it's not.
Why
It's
is
a
it-
football game.
Why
No,
can't-
it's not different.
No.
It implies you're really needy.
Christy, you're fine.
Nope.
All right.
What were you going to wear?
It wasn't me. It was one of my girlfriends. She's going to a big concert tomorrow, and she's
Right.
going to see Def Leppard and wanted to wear a Def Leppard shirt.
Good
and,
for her.
And her daughter, who's 16, threw a fit. Mom, that's totally not cool. So it became a big discussion over the weekend with some friends, and I thought,
Tell her to go topless. Maybe she'll get to meet the band.
I'm sure her husband will be excited
Let me
about
tell
that.
you
She'll at least get to meet Joan Jett.
Joe Elliott looks out in the crowd.
I think we're done here.
Yeah. Joan Jett looks out in the crowd, sees the top. She's coming backstage.
Yeah, okay. They're very good. Very good. That's Joan Jett, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison.
Yeah, that big
That'll
stadium
be a good show.
By all accounts, a terrific show.
Wait a minute, who's getting poisoned?
No.
Nobody's getting
No, it's perfectly fine to wear a T-shirt.
Exactly. If your favorite band is playing, you want to wear a shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah, same way.
I take the issue with people wearing T-shirts of bands they don't know anything about.
Well, no, that's fun though. No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm kind of with Ace on this.
How about CBGB's shirts for people who have never
Yeah.
set foot
That was like the
east
Hard
of the
Rock
Mississippi?
Cafe shirts. Remember how big those were for a while?
Yeah.
Even if you had never been there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were discussing
Oh, the NFL.
the NFL and how the NFL has something to do with pickle juice.
Niffle.
Are you? The story involves Sonic.
Were you done, Chick? I'm sorry.
The hedgehog?
I'm done.
No, the drive-in.
Sonic is bringing back its surprisingly popular pickle juice slush. Mackenzie Gibson, spokeswoman for Sonic, said, quote, "Our pickle-obsessed guests have been patiently waiting for their return, and we're very excited to offer them once again for a limited time the pickle juice slush.
I can't imagine.
Our pickle-forward menu innovations have become some of our most popular, so much so that they've often sold out quicker than we anticipated."
So much so.
So, I'm Canadian now.
Yeah, all right.
Sonic will also bring back its Big Dill cheeseburger and a side of pickle fries to go along with the pickle juice.
Those things sound good.
You should see the size of these dill pickles.
Really?
They're gigantic.
Lexington Steel asks.
That reminds me
Yeah.
of this article. Headline, NFL stars drink pickle juice to stop cramping.
Yes.
Sure.
The sodium intake.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Experts say it's a fad with no scientific backing.
No kidding. I mean, I thought most guys said it did help them.
Absolutely.
It says players have gone viral for drinking suspicious liquids in the sidelines, which have turned out to be pickle juice. Some have sworn it helps with cramping.
Brian.
Sports physiotherapist and former pro hockey player Tom Hewitt says research behind the use of pickle juice is scarce, so it's not possible to scientifically say whether it's effective or not in preventing cramps.
Well, certainly not hurting anybody.
No.
It's good stuff in there.
So
It's
yeah,
natural.
and even if there is a psychological component to it, hey, go for it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? The pickle slushy sounds
It doesn't sound for me. I'll tell you that.
I don't think I'd want.
I'll stick with my mustard milkshake. Nothing wrong with it.
All right. Now,
Pick me right up.
we return to the news desk now with Christy Lee. What have you got over there?
Those doorbell cam videos are about to get their own TV show.
Yes.
Amazon's Ring and Hollywood studio MGM teaming up to launch a show using viral footage from Ring's doorbell and smart home cameras.
It's about time.
MGM said the half-hour show called Ring Nation will offer audiences, quote, daily dose of life's unpredictable, heartwarming, and hilarious viral videos.
I doubt all of it.
Shared by people from their cameras. The show will be hosted by actor and comedian Wanda Sykes and will premiere in syndication on September 26th.
Let's watch the Ring video. This next one, a delivery driver falls down.
Yeah, how many are going to involve? I think a lot of them will
check this out.
They'll be staged.
Stay? Oh, yeah.
People are going to fake these,
right?
And they'll open with the classics. You know, the burning dog of the burning bag of dog poop on the front porch. The guy starts stomping it. They probably won't show that one, huh?
Maybe not.
The flaming paper bag.
And that would be the one I'd want to see.
I was in my 30s when I realized that's a double joke. Not only is the poop on fire, but somebody comes out and tries to stamp it out. And they get crap all over their shoes. I had no idea.
Does
all over
poop
their
burn?
shoes.
Yes,
their shoes. Don't.
All over the shoes.
Does poop burn?
No.
Oh, sure.
No, you would put like paper towels.
Or you
in
put
the
it in
bottom of the bag,
a lunch or something.
in a lunch paper bag.
But it will burn.
And then you would douse it with lighter fluid.
You sound like this is something you've done.
No, I've never done it. But I'm just saying.
No, gosh.
It's obvious.
You ever toilet paper house? That sounds like a yes.
I don't think so. Like a tree, maybe. It's much more effective than a tree.
Well, yeah, just the tree. Ever egg a car?
No.
All right.
But that'll be interesting. But again, it's just America's Home Videos with fisheye lenses on doorbells.
Right.
But don't you think people will fake them?
Eventually, yeah. I'm sure that's happening now. They're being faked.
Have you seen there's some TV show on Saturday nights, Friday and Saturday nights. It's live PD from somewhere in the country, but it's live.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And they go to a different police department and they just run the cameras. Yeah, they say it's live. It's like Cops, only it's live. I guess. I don't
know how they get away with
I
that.
don't either. That's going to end up in court somehow.
Coming up, we have one of the most famous snake researchers in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we speaking to him on the phone?
No, we won't be able to speak. He won't be speaking to anybody on the phone.
Dr. Stephen Snell, snake expert.
The parcel tongue, yeah.
These particular snakes apparently very dangerous. We'll find out about that coming up. Plus, we've got a really happy story about a dog, two dogs that have been rescued. And have you seen that? There's a movie out right now. I forget what channel it's on or whatever service it's on about where the boys got caught in the cave.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think was it in Thailand or something?
13 Lives.
Yeah. There's a great movie out there.
Yeah, Ron Howard ruins that whole thing.
I doubt it. He's a fine director.
Good.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the same thing, except there's a dog involved.
Oh.
So no, we'll be talking about that coming up. And have you ever wanted to name a planet?
I have.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is your chance.
You got an opportunity to do so coming up.
All right.
We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel. Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Rolling through a Monday, August 15th with you here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. And remember, you can catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel. Yes, that's right. We have a YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, you might be streaming our show live right now on the YouTube channel. And if so, good morning. Thanks for watching. We hope you like the way we look. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show, and it is just that easy. And you can be kicked back, relaxed, and watching as you listen right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 and our YouTube channel, Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. Salman Rushdie's agent says the author is on the road to recovery 2 days after suffering serious injuries in a stabbing at a lecture in upstate New York. The announcement followed news the lauded writer removed from a ventilator Saturday and able to talk. Andrew Wiley continued to caution that although Rushdie's condition is headed in the right direction, his recovery would be a long process. 75-year-old suffered a damaged liver and severed nerves in an arm and an eye. Rushdie is likely to lose the injured eye. 24-year-old Hadi Madar pleaded not guilty in the attack. Police say 3 people killed, another injured when they were struck by a car during a hit and run on a Chicago street. Chicago police say a sedan hit the 4 males around 5 a.m. Sunday on the city's south side and drove away. No one's in custody. Video circulating online purported to show them being struck by a fast-moving car. Police declined to release any further information about the vehicle or suspects. 3 victims were pronounced dead at a Chicago hospital, the 4th taken to a different hospital in Chicago. Names and ages unknown on Sunday. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An auction house sold a watch once worn by Hitler for $1.1 million. They defended the sale of the controversial watch, saying their aim was to preserve history. What you failed to mention, the $330,000 we made on commission, just a happy accident. Fancy Feast is making cat food-inspired dishes for humans. What you failed to mention, I hope you enjoy the taste of horse.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
We had a guy die there.
Oh, that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead?
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there?
We left him.
So you all the second show. So you all went home?
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning?
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead?"
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
photography. People don't go. Yeah, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
Because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob.
Be wearing when you go there.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick. We have a request for something that's rather interesting, I think.
Okay.
The use of language on the radio and television, you have to be kind of careful what you say.
Yeah.
A little tricky, especially made tricky by the presence of so-called cable television, et cetera, where the language restrictions inexplicably are different. And there's some, congressional money being passed around among the thieves in Washington that make this happen. But the moral authorities as they take money under the table. But that kind of involves this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is about a real place that you've driven through, I'm sure.
Okay.
Of course, I'm talking about Effingham, Illinois.
The next time you're traveling, don't forget about the historical and beautiful state of Illinois. Catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Hit a riverboat casino in Peoria. And make sure you visit the charming community of Effingham, Illinois, where Interstate 70 meets the Little Wabash River.
And whenever you're in Effingham, visit the Effing House Family Restaurant.
Founded in 1854 by the corpulent railroad magnate, Colonel Harry S. Effing, the Effing House Family Restaurant is one of America's oldest and finest dining establishments.
Start your day with the delicious effing country breakfast featuring an effing omelet with toast, grits, and a big effing beverage of your choice.
Or try our BED, the Big Effing Deal. Once again this week, it's effing ham and eggs.
For lunch, try the huge effing burger, and fried in a rich butter sauce mixed with big effing egg yolks. We call it the effing heart attack.
It's an effing experience you'll never forget. And what about dinner?
Juicy effing steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effing House Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effing House Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Delicious food there in Effingham. Christy Lee is at the effing, she's at the Bob and Tom news desk. I'm sorry. That's right. What's going on over there?
Well, if you've ever wanted to name a planet, this is your chance. The International Astronomers Union is holding a contest that will allow members of the public to name 20 so-called exoplanets.
Planet McPlanet Face.
Yeah, they'll get that.
It's the name
What is it? I'm sorry, it's the International what?
It's the Name ExoWorlds 2022 contest.
Oh, well, who's deciding to run this contest?
The International Astronomers Union.
The strike's over?
That's good to know.
All right, planets are back up there.
Teams of students and astronomy enthusiasts are asked to choose a system from the 20 exoworlds on the list. Propose a name for an exoplanet and its host star, and submit the proposal to the International Astronomers Union. Submissions will be accepted until November 11th, and then the winner will be announced in the spring of 2023.
Oh, all right.
It can't be that tough if Uranus made it once.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to take my suggestion. It's similar to Uranus.
What is that?
Your turd cutter. Yeah.
How about Griswold?
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Griswold.
Yep.
I like that very much.
Got to be careful when you name planets, though, because you got to make sure that they're not inhabited.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, look at.
What do you mean?
Some people got here and they said, "Oh, we're going to call this."
Yeah.
The United States of America after Amerigo Vespucci. There were already people here.
That's right.
They'd already named it.
Well,
I forgot what they called it, but the point is, you don't want to just tell people that you're. So I decided to try this, and I used one of those random baby name generators.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brienne.
Planet Brienne.
That's nice. Planet Garth. This one's the really good one. Jalisa.
Oh.
Sounds like a nice name.
Jaleesa.
There's a song about that.
Yeah,
Jaleesa.
you're gonna get names like Dick and Balls Galaxy. You're gonna get the jackasses.
You're gonna have that.
Buttville.
Homo says planet. Stuff like that.
Maybe they should put them out to corporations and.
I can't believe they're. Yeah.
I think that's why they're asking students and astronomy experts, not just us yahoos.
Been to the Planet Exxon?
Students and astronomy enthusiasts.
That'll be fun.
Are you an astronomy enthusiast, John?
You're not an enthusiast, but a admirer.
Do you own
I
a
suppose?
telescope?
I don't own a telescope.
Oh.
Well, not one that's pointed up.
No. Right in the Holzman's back window.
Okay. Well, so name a planet. Sounds like fun.
Sure. A Colorado man is being sought after he was caught on camera defecating on his neighbor's lawn.
Oh, boy.
You probably won't see this on that new Ring TV show.
Oh, but you've got to.
The lawn belongs
look at this guy.
Mr. Andrew Roush. He told KDVR's Problem Solvers
I'm the problem solver.
that he'd installed a security camera on his property.
A neighbor's crapping in your front yard.
Well, he said it was because people were not picking up after their dogs.
How much that should be in you're the guy for problem solvers and we got the Mad Shatter and the Lowe's. What?
Great.
Yeah, you gotta go out to
solve it.
Roush explained that he saw on his camera a man walking his dog, comes up, pulls his shorts down, defecates on his
Maybe
property.
he was just showing the dog how you do it.
He
watch one,
believes-
see one, do one. See one, watch one, do one.
The act was retaliation for a post he made on Nextdoor that shows a man not cleaning up after his pet. Now the Denver Police Department have gotten involved and they are investigating.
You know what? I'm on the Shatter side.
Man, that Nextdoor, do you have that app?
Of course not.
Oh, my God.
I've got
It's
it.
unbelievable.
It's busy, man.
It is.
So-and-so didn't clean up after his dog. Yeah, watch this.
If you're-
I'm
Yes.
with this guy.
I don't pee in your pool. Don't poop on my lawn.
No crap in my sink, okay?
Oh, that makes me so angry, those people that post on there. As someone
Tattletale.
said, just keep your mouth shut. There's times when you just don't want to say anything.
We started telling people that their opinion mattered, and they took it seriously.
I have a question.
Yep. You're right.
Would it be okay if this guy did that and then picked it up and bagged it?
Yes.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
I don't think
That'd
he'd
be a
complaining.
rather peculiar
Sure would.
hobby.
Hey, unless she just had to go.
And what is the deal with people who do bag?
What's the deal?
Yeah. But then they just leave it wherever they've picked it up.
What? They tie it off in the bag and then drop it?
I live along a very popular walking trail.
Very popular. Many friends. No room at all.
People from Italy come and walk my trail.
World-renowned walking path.
I live on a walking trail.
Oh, of course you do.
And people do that. They'll bag up their dog excrement and then just leave it on the side.
Well, I know they have those biodegradable bags, but that's going to be there for weeks.
Yes.
Heave it into Christie's yard. Come on.
And us neighbors have to go through and pick them up.
How about this? You put the poo in a bag,
Right.
and then you happen to be walking by someone else's trash can.
I've done that.
Do you put that in the trash
I've
can?
done that.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I have done that.
No problem.
Trash is trash.
If it's in a bag.
Yeah. I ain't bothering nobody.
There's a really nice restaurant I like to go to that has some outdoor seating.
Of course, very nice.
But
Incredible.
you've been there, Christy.
Yeah.
And the seating's kind of right on a sidewalk, and it's
Right.
a really nice little
Very
neighborhood.
popular al fresco.
And there was a guy there the other day, and
They have no business
the
to-
tables are right there.
They have no business having outdoor seating.
Well,
okay?
it's nice. It's just nice to be there. And
Real dumb.
There was a guy that was walking a very, very large dog. I'm not sure what breed it was, and he had a bag. It looked like he had 4 softballs in it. I mean, and the guy's holding the bag way out like this.
Sure.
And he stops sort of in front of all the tables and gets into a conversation with some guy.
Oh. Hey, you want to get that Mastiff dump out of my soup?
Hey!
Enjoy your meatballs.
Walk down the street another 50 feet, will you? Oh, God, that was funny. The pizza was very good, though, I must say.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Right now, I want to remind you about Krista. Chick.
Krista's gorgeous.
Oh, she's
I know
gorgeous.
that.
She's classy, and she is, Josh, Easy.
How about that?
And she doesn't talk much either.
Super easy. That's because Krista is an engagement ring from Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. Check out Krista. This is kind of like a one-click answer to a big problem. That engagement ring. Krista is a bright white, flawless to the eye, near colorless, high-quality, round, brilliant cut diamond. The experts have said it right in a classic gold solitaire Tiffany-style setting. Krista, guarantee you a yes. Okay, I can't really guarantee you a yes. It'll kind of shoot you in the right direction, though. How about that, Christy?
All right.
Okay, so Krista makes it super easy because Steven Singer makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, and if your sweetie says no, guess what?
Aww.
Money back guarantee from Steven Singer. And 100-day, 100% no hassle money back guarantee. So you really can't go wrong. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Click on the Krista Ready for Love engagement ring. Oh, this is perfect. It's a diamond engagement ring. It's simple. It's quick. It's gorgeous. I think she's going to say yes. What do you think, Chick?
Oh, it's an yes.
Okay. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. And Steven Singer, remember those guarantees. No hassle. From Steven Singer. Say yes to Krista, and your sweetie will say yes to you.
Aw.
Most likely.
Very sweet.
I got to put that little disclaimer in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, not guaranteed.
Okay, all right. Well, a witch wouldn't say yes to me.
She'll say yes to this. Click.
Coming up, we've got found dogs and tons and tons of dead fish and Greg Warren, comedian. Next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, you can win a virtual screening of the Netflix movie Me Time, starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Just head to bobandtom.com/contest or the Bob and Tom app to register to win. See the official rules for complete details. Again, you can get a Netflix Me Time private screening. That's right, the new movie starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest or apply there in the Bob and Tom Show app to register to win. The official rules for complete details, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. The flagship climate change and health care bill passed by Democrats and soon to be signed by President Joe Biden will bring us, taxpayers, one step closer to a government-operated electronic free-file tax return system. Now, this is something lawmakers and advocates have been seeking for years. For many of us, it's pretty frustrating that beyond having to pay sometimes hefty tax bills, we also have to shell out additional money for tax preparation programs or preparers because of an increasingly complex U.S. tax system. A loud boom was heard across areas of northern Utah, and it's likely it was a meteor. Reports of the sound circulated at about 8:30 a.m. Saturday, with folks from Orem to southern Idaho posting that they heard it. Utah Governor Spencer Cox tweeted that his office confirmed it was not related to any seismic activity or Utah's military installations. The National Weather Service Salt Lake City office did report that it's a lightning detection mapper picked up what was likely the meteor's trail or flash. And what takes a year and costs about $20,000 to make? A trash can in San Francisco. The pricey boxy bin, one of 3 custom-made trash cans the city is testing this summer, part of its years-long search for another tool to use against dirty streets. San Francisco began that search for the perfect trash can in 2018 when officials decided it was time to replace more than 3,000 public bins that have been on the streets for nearly 20 years. They promise that the new bins will be in place by 2023 and cost a maximum of $3,000 each. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my Mr. Béchon.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh God. Thanks. I needed that.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Bashan.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party, and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure. Here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalkers Choice coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
More coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalkers Choice coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalkers Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Rick Schrader is our guest, and Rick is on his, well, frankly, you're on your second marriage. I don't know if I should bring this up.
Yes, I am. Maybe men and women living together is just too much anyway. I think, it's just too much pressure. I think men and women should live around the corner from each other. Much better let you call each other up every morning. Hello, you being a jerk? Yes, I am. Click, right? And that's you. Go to a movie, instead of getting up every morning and spinning the big pain wheel. Today's mind game, vague remarks about your failures at work. Hey, all right.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're...
It's a mystery.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Performance room. One song today, Tom? That what it was?
I'm just sitting there ready to go.
We'll get a song out of Pat.
Just one, though.
Yes, sir.
There's Josh Arnold. Has a toothbrush working on his...
What are you doing? Your eyebrows?
Luxurious eyebrows.
I got to keep my eyebrows, groomed.
Brushed?
That's right.
Okay. All right.
There's Ace Cosby.
They're bushy. Back off.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now we have a special guest. I think he works here now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by St. Louis native, a man who attended West Point.
You ever wonder where sticky notes come from?
A man who is a loyal former employee of Procter & Gamble. And has been enlightening us about peanut butter and ketchup and many other things. He is Greg Warren.
Amneal adhesive. Greg was a small boy.
He's a fine man.
That's not what I sound like, Chick.
Content-wise,
where are you, Greg?
I'm in Holiday Inn Express in Jefferson City, Missouri, Tom.
Oh, the capital.
You can't go home, huh?
No, I have a gig this morning. Actually,
this morning.
Wow. This morning.
Oh, one of those carpets.
Yep, talking to some educators, to some teachers in California, Missouri. Yeah,
cool.
Just about an hour from now.
What the hell are you going to tell them?
Well, Chick, I'm going to tell them about adhesive strips. Big jerk.
At least it's something you know.
Now, when you were here the other day, you were talking about peanut butter, and enlightened me to many things. I didn't realize, am I going to get this statistic right? I asked myself. Creamy peanut butter outsells crunchy peanut butter 4 to 1?
4 to 1, absolutely.
Good to know. And that you are a big fan of the brand of peanut butter known as Jif.
Yes, Jif, Tom. It's not Jiffy.
Right.
That nothing bothers me more than that, you know.
Oh.
What's your price on Jiffy? You better drop that FY, ma'am. Give us some respect. Jiffy is popcorn, muffins, and oil changes.
I see. Now, so my question is, one of our listeners wrote a letter and said, could you get various samples of peanut butter in here and do the blindfold test with Greg Warren? Could you pick out the various peanut butters that way?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I could. I've actually failed that test at one point. But yeah, if I'm being particularly honest, but yeah, I think I'd like to do that next time I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. And then you're also an expert on what other Procter & Gamble products? The chips, the
crisps, Tom, crisps.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You made a very interesting point, and I agree with you that the most efficiently packaged product in America are Pringles.
Oh yeah. Wall to wall, floor to ceiling. Yeah,
that's right.
As opposed to a bag of potato chips that contain mostly what?
Air, Tom. It's air. You're buying a balloon, is what you're buying.
Yeah, they're tasty. But and Christy and I made this argument that no one else in the room got. The biggest joke is you buy protein powder, and it comes in a canister the size of a basketball, and inside there's like a ping pong ball's worth of powder.
That's
crazy.
It's mostly air. Yeah. I don't know who they're kidding. There should be some kind of
not only that, but
FDA rule about that.
The waste.
Yeah.
Of space?
Yeah,
the plastic.
Of the plastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's criminal.
Yeah. No, Greg Warren is a distinguished comedian, and Greg is out on the road. He's preparing, if I'm understanding this correctly, his new hour, as they say in the business. Mm-hmm. And in Lexington, Kentucky, you will be presenting that hour that will be filmed for another television special. Your current special is entitled Where the Field Corn Grows. It's available on Amazon. It's very nice. When is the new one going to be taped, Greg?
We're going to tape it October 1st at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky.
Guess what, Greggy? I'll be
What's
there.
That? No way, really?
Yes.
I thought you had a gig.
It shifted around, and I will be there.
Oh, look
That's
at you.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's great, man.
And guess what, Greg?
What's that, chick?
I will not be there.
I'll get him there.
And he got my hopes up. You see what he did there?
So what do you need me to do, 45 up front?
No, Josh, sure. Not going to be
I
part
can
of
host.
the show.
I'm available to host. You want a really big crowd, fun crowd, bring Mr. Comedy with you.
Now, in the meantime, I should point out that Greg will be at the Stir Crazy Comedy Club in Glendale, Arizona, coming up this weekend, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Right by the where the Arizona Cardinals play, chick.
Huh, really?
Yeah, right next door.
How you getting out there? You driving?
No, flying, chick. I'm doing pretty well for myself. Yeah,
you got money for a plane ticket?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what's on your mind today, Greg? I know you always have a theme for the Warren Report.
Well, I'd like to, I heard that, Christy. I would like to talk about the history of tanning. Yeah.
Well, I was way off on the sticky notes thing.
You were. Chick.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Guys, tanning up until the 1920s was not a desirable look. The ancient
I can
Greek and women. The ancient Greek and Roman women, they used lead paint and chalk to whiten their skin. Whoa. And it dried out the skin and slowly killed them.
That lead paint makeup. Right. You really want to watch out for that stuff.
Yeah, they also used arsenic to whiten their skin, and that fastly killed them.
Yeah. Now, Greg, is that because you would be considered to be an agricultural worker if you were tan?
Yes.
Was it sort of you wanted to be like an indoor fat person because you didn't have to lift a finger?
Yes, Tom. Pale skin was a symbol of high social class among white people. The term blue bloods, that comes because you're so pale that you can see your veins. That's where that comes from.
Wow.
If you were a tan, that meant that you were a lowly outdoor worker. So, yeah, back then, if you were pale and had an aversion to manual labor, you were it. I in the 1800s, I would have been a supermodel.
I'm not sure you're laughing at that for the right reason. You're a very handsome man, Greg. Don't get us wrong.
I'm just pale, Tom. They called me Boo Radley when I was in high school. You know the character in To Kill a Mockingbird that never went outside? Yeah, that's what they called me. Those guys.
Do you not tan, or is it just you just don't?
I just can't. No, it just doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, that's my Irish descent. So in 1923, Coco Chanel, a famed French designer and fashion icon, goes on vacation in the Mediterranean on a yacht, and she came back and she had a tan. She accidentally got a tan when she was out there, and immediately that was the thing to do.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank God she didn't get poison ivy. But yeah, that was the thing. Like a writer said, I think she may have invented sunbathing. At the time, she invented everything. Coco Chanel was extremely influential. Christy,
Yes.
If it weren't for Coco, you'd probably be wearing a corset right now on the air. Yeah, she sort of,
freed women.
Yeah, freed women. Yeah. And there were some other things that made tanning more popular. Soldiers came home from World War II, and of course, they were mostly fighting in the Mediterranean or in Asia, and they came home with a tan. It was a rugged, healthy look, and people sort of equated a tan with fighting for democracy.
Oh,
wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah. In 1946, the first bikini was introduced, and that allowed women to tan all over their body. That was pretty influential. There was a movie in 1962 with it was called Dr. No. It was a James Bond film, and Ursula Andress.
Oh, famously emerging from the sea.
In the white bikini with the belt.
White bikini with a belt, and she was very, very tan.
Oh,
that
yes,
was, yeah. I checked it out, chick. She looks good. It looked real good. And then, copper tone was introduced in the 1940s, but it didn't take off until 1956. That's when they introduced that famous logo of the baby, basically a dog pulling down the diaper or pants of a baby, and you could see her tan line.
Yep.
You guys familiar? It's a little creepy.
Is that still? Are they still using that?
They don't still use that.
It was cute.
What? I thought they did.
I feel like I've seen it recently too, but it was it's slightly different than it was.
It is. Yeah, there's not as much of a tan line. I know that. Yeah. That girl, that's a real girl modeling for that. Her name was Sherry Irwin, and her mom, Joyce Ballantyne, was an artist, and they had her stand on a table with this dog, and she painted it, and she is the Coppertone girl.
The Coppertone baby now wears a one piece, so the dog is pulling at her bottom.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. My favorite ad back then, it was a British ad for something called Burgasol. You guys?
No.
It's like their version of Coppertone, and it's like a side-by-side picture. One woman, you're seeing their back, and one woman is very tan, and one woman is very white, and the woman on the tan one says, "I wouldn't dream of spending £4 for suntan oil," and then the other, the tan woman says, "I can see that." Here's the thing, though, man. They were both hot. The white girl was real good looking, where I was standing. Barbie, Malibu Barbie came out in 1971. Of course, she's very, very tan. She got a lot tanner in 71 and white teeth. She looked good. So let's move to tanning beds, guys.
All right.
1890, a Danish guy, Niels Finsen, invented the Finsen lamp. That was to help cure.
Lamp, it's right.
Do that again, will you? That's exactly how Niels sounds.
It's the Finsen lamp. Thank you, Greg.
So this is the first indoor tanning device.
Yeah, that wasn't really used for tanning. It was used to cure like lupus and rickets and stuff like that. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for it.
Was
and
he,
then in
was
the
he, was he irradiating people?
Yeah. I wonder how.
Just
actually,
just a little bit, you know.
There was back in the 20s, Tom, the 1920s, there were a lot of sun lamps that people used for health purposes and maybe a little bit of tanning. And they were mostly UVB rays. And people got burnt all the time with those sun lamps. Finally, this guy named Friedrich Wolf in 1970s came out with 95% UVA, 5% UVB. It was to treat athletes, and that became the first tanning bed. First tanning salon was 1977 Berlin, and in 78 Wolf started selling his device in the U.S. Now, these things, from what I can tell, are not good.
Okay.
Don't fall asleep in there.
So I assume you've never been in a tanning bed.
I think I tried it like when I was in high school, like an idiot. It didn't work. I mean, but yeah, they're really bad from my research. Now, there are some articles that say they're extremely good, but I think those are advertisements. Yeah, tanning beds, they can be very, very addictive. You've heard the term tanorexic. Physiologically, they can be addictive. They are as addictive. Yes, they are as addictive as cigarettes.
What?
Yes. And
if you
used them properly,
you can be smoking in one as thank you. I'm sorry.
I had no idea.
If you smoke in a tanning bed, you'll never want to do anything else.
That's all you're.
No, I was talking to a guy that was in the suntan lotion business. And you know what he told me, Greg?
What's that?
So
I was talking to a guy in the suntan lotion business.
Yeah.
What a weird, weird man.
You haven't seen Tom's picture with Jerry Banana Boat?
No.
I'll talk to you, Greg, because you're a reasonable human being and you understand reality. What do you think the number one thing of importance is in suntan lotion?
Smell.
The answer is smell. Thank you, Christy. No, I was asking Greg. I wanted to see if he knew. Yeah, the most important.
Is that right?
Yeah, the most important thing is.
What else would it be?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the SPF number.
SPF,
I don't know.
I think, yeah.
No, it's all about. That's what.
I think that's why Hawaiian Tropic was so popular.
Coconutty, right?
Because it smells so
real coconut.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that guy that told you that.
Well,
Did you guys know this?
Merely runs the company, so what do you know?
He's a figurehead at best.
Did he say it like this? Yeah, it's interesting. It's the smell. Or did he say it like this? Yeah, it's the smell. Go away. It's the smell. Yeah. Leave me alone.
He did it the Socratic method. What do you think is the most important?
And what did you guess?
They did a lot of research.
Is that right?
I did. I thought it was probably the SPF, whatever it is. Greg, we have to push on. I want to remind everybody that Greg is going to be recording his new special at Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington coming up October 1st.
Do you have a title for it?
I don't. Yeah, I was thinking Peanut Butter Man, but
don't do that.
I like that very much.
Tom likes it. You still like that documentary about Sugar Man, don't you?
That is a good documentary.
I knew it.
Yeah, the premise is flawed, and it's basically mostly fake.
Yeah.
Maybe the Peanut Butter Boss.
Oh, peanut butter boss.
Peanut butter boss.
Yeah. I should let Tom name it because he usually finds a problem with whatever I name.
Oh, sure.
No. I think where the field corn grows is great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very, very nice. Now, be sure to.
I think he said One Star Warrior was a real stupid name.
Yeah, he threw in real. Yeah.
I hope you can. I hope you can polish off your our suntan thing when we talk next time. Okay, Greg.
Okay, absolutely, guys.
Great talking to you.
Have fun with the teachers.
Okay, now
we'll see you later.
You can cook stuff in a tanning booth, like yourself.
Yeah.
But perhaps you'd like to cook food. The summer is the food season. That's where HelloFresh comes in. The word fresh is there for a reason. Farm fresh ingredients, chef-crafted recipes delivered to your door. They have the ingredients. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. Over 55 recipes each week. We're talking about all kinds of food, whatever you're into. Vegetarian, it could be family-friendly, comfort food. Whatever you like, they've got it on the list. And you can switch stuff around so it really does suit you and the way you live. And they also, by the way, have some very quick and easy meals. You put them together with fresh ingredients. Once again, they've done the hard work. They've done the measuring. Get started today by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Why the code? That code will get you 16 free meals across 7 boxes plus 3 free gifts. That's BTShow16. HelloFresh.com. Delicious food. This is restaurant-level food. This is my kids are going to clean the plate. Delicious. The code is BTShow16. 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. One more time. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Christy, what's coming up?
Well, coming up, we have a lot of animals in the news. We have a missing dog. We have a bear high on mad honey. And a beaver walks into a bar.
Oh, I love that joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to find out what happens with that beaver. And also, we're going to have some music from Mr. Pat Godwin. Is that correct?
All right.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davy Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davy, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davy, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom fans, make sure you catch the show, Bob and Tom Tonight, the video webcast of highlights of today's show. Tonight, we run it at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on our Bob and Tom YouTube channel, our Facebook page. Just check out bobandtom.com for details. Perhaps you'll be seeing Greg Warren and Reno Collier on Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll have to tune in to find out. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on our Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Rolling through a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Nick Mullins, 7-9, 94 yards and a touchdown. The Raiders beat the Vikings in Vegas 26-20 in that preseason game last night. And the Jets quarterback, Zach Wilson, will have arthroscopic surgery on his injured right knee Tuesday in Los Angeles. Wilson suffered a bone bruise and torn meniscus during the Jets' second offensive series Friday night in the preseason opener at Philadelphia. Kevin Harvick gets his second win in a row at Richmond yesterday. And in the PGA, Will Zalatoris, finally a winner. It wasn't easy, though. At the FedEx St. Jude Championship, he got into a playoff with Sepp Straka. Zalatoris had to make a 15-foot par on the second extra hole to stay in it. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action, Kansas City over the Dodgers, 4-0. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Houston, the White Sox, Texas, the Angels, and Boston. And in the National League, San Diego, St. Louis, Atlanta, the Mets, Cincinnati, Arizona, and San Francisco all win. And a full slate in the WNBA, your winners, New York, Vegas, Washington, Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah, the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Don't want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Comedian Steve Altman.
It's the technology. What we can do today. We can put a man on the moon. We can send cameras out to Saturn, take pictures, send them back. Computers. You know, but we still can't make a coffee maker that doesn't go... Hell, that wakes me up. I don't really need the coffee now, thanks. I'm awake and irritable. I got one of those cordless phones.
Yeah.
And those are cool. You can walk around the house, be outside. You can be in the bathroom now and be on the phone. This is great. That noise? Oh, I'm making coffee right now. Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright. Because I'm blind.
Jeez.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're
Special band that day.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
In the performance room.
Oh, yeah.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the upside sidekick chair. Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
We got an interesting story about pickle juice. Pat?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this. Do you remember the story, Christy? It was the essence of it was Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic's bringing back the pickle juice slushy.
Right. And then we had a story about various NFL players are apparently chugging pickle juice on the sidelines because they think it gives them extra energy, although there's no scientific proof. Hey, whatever works, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting thing. But it reminded me of a song, Pat, that you had performed that also involved pickles. And there was a news story about a Florida man.
Oh, boy, yeah.
A 47-year-old man, old enough to know better.
Yes.
The police were called with a so-called suspicious person. This occurred in a suburb of Tampa a couple of months back. They found this gentleman, Mr. Detige is his name. He was pantless, lying on his back in front of a townhouse. By the way, not his. He was Just some random townhouse, apparently. The description, I'll read this verbatim from the news article. The officer noted that the man was performing an intimate, invasive, personal act with the pickle. So you can...
Is there a problem, officer?
Guess what that might have been. He was arrested for exposure of various personal... organs, I guess you can say. By the way, this man has a tattoo that says, "Only God can judge me" on his arm.
Okay.
That's kind
No,
of...
that's not true. We can judge you.
Yeah. But that seem kind of a little too defensive.
Uh-huh.
It's like when you see the billboards, "Don't mess with Texas." I just got here. I came for the street corner in Austin. So he will be... we'll see what happens to this poor guy. What a random thing, though. And Pat, don't you have a tribute to this?
I do, yeah. Pickles, I like pickles. Put a little pickle on pumpernickel. You can eat a pickle on a motorcycle. I sure love a good pickle. Polish ones, sweet ones, I love pickles. Bread and butter pickles, baby, I'm not fickle. Put the cucumbers in the brine, but please don't stick them where the sun don't shine. Garlic, dill, a big old gherkin. Please don't abuse one while you're jerking. Don't use one to give your butt a tickle. That's a pickle, not a fudge-sickle. Oh. What do you mean, Tell the rest if you're messing with the pickle, you do a couple of years or maybe a nickel. Shower time comes, this may hurt a bit. That's no pickle being shoved up where you shaving cream. Be nice and clean and start your day with a pickle.
Okay. There we go. A little bit of pickle music. Thank you very much.
I relish that too.
Oh, me too. Christy Lee is once again at the news desk. What have we got over there?
Well, vabbing is back in the news again.
Is it?
Yep. Some TikTok users are wearing their vaginal secretions as do-it-yourself perfume after hearing the technique can boost sexual attraction.
Isn't that something?
I mean, it sort of seems like it would kind of make sense.
Right.
From the aspect of humans are animals.
Natural juices.
And
pheromones.
So you have to harvest the juices, right, Christy?
The trend called vabbing became fodder on TikTok after user Mandy Lee, no relation, shared a now-deleted video endorsing the practice. It gained more than 1 million views and comments from longtime vabbing fans who suggest it for date nights and job interviews.
All right.
Scientists.
Well, ma'am, we're going to ask you to be running the fryer.
Scientists.
This is a seafood place. To a job interview.
There's no proof vabbing works, according to science. OBGYN Dr. Jen Gunter explained there's no scientific evidence to back vabbing. Quote, if people truly believe there are pheromones, they've been misled. I think it shows us how easily medical disinformation become perceived as fact.
Well, ma'am, thanks for coming to the job interview. Normally, we don't have 7 cats in the room.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what's going on.
I don't know why you brought your seagulls with you, but...
Could we, do you think, start one of these fake medical things?
Sure.
We could.
I haven't decided how to do it, but I've already got the name for it.
Okay.
Oh.
Anusing.
Of course you do.
Let's see.
Wait a minute. I like it. I like it very much. Hey, are you tense? Do you want to relax?
Tickle your anus.
And then put it on your, what do you call it, Christy, what is it? Is it the pulse points? Is that what you call
Yes.
it? Pulse points?
You walk into it.
Yeah, just spritz it and walk through it. Thank you, Pat. Do you think anyone would fall for that?
Oh, yes.
It's on the internet.
Yeah, of course.
Of course
Yes.
they
Way to pick up women is to shove your... Oh, boy. Okay. Come on, people. And Dr. Jen Gunter.
Gunter.
Is it Gunter or Gunter?
It's a hard gunt.
Dr. Gunter is, in fact, as Christy said, she is the author of a book called...
The Vagina Bible.
The vagina bottle.
I'm thinking of perfume.
Looks like a Coke bottle.
That's a hell of a genie.
Vagina Bible.
Rub it 3 times.
Put your lips on our lips.
Oh, if only it took just 3 times to rub it.
It is. It is the
Oh,
vagina.
really?
The
Is that
vagina
your...
Bible.
I got it. The vagina Bible has arrived in my home.
Has it?
Yeah, I was thumbing through it the other day. Fascinating.
Thumbing through it.
Fascinating.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah, you can borrow it when I'm done.
I have one. I don't need them.
You got Dr. Gunter's book?
Yes. Yeah. It's big.
It's a clinical kind of a thing.
I just read part of it. I stopped reading after Cooteronomy.
Have you learned anything?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, a lot of it, I don't know if you know this, but I got an A+ in human sexuality.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I really did. It was, and so I knew much of what was happening.
Oh, okay.
Ladies, if you need to know about your vagina, I can tell you. Okay. I would happily mansplain your naughty.
So my idea for anusing
we'll figure it out.
Attract the ladies.
I don't think it'll attract the ladies.
Oh, you know something? Whatever. I'm open-minded for these folks. No, ladies, don't do this.
No.
Don't take your medical advice from TikTok. Okay?
Certainly don't do it. The vabbing, where you take your secretions and put it on during a certain time.
I know exactly.
Man, what is that? War paint?
Wouldn't that be a signal to stay away?
Who are you, attracting a vampire?
You know, this kind of reminds me of something. Are you aware of the famous story about Napoleon and
Josephine?
And the odor?
No.
This is totally true.
Pheromones?
He wanted her not to shower.
Yeah, he loved it, right?
Famously, yes. There's a famous letter to Josephine, don't shower. He liked her.
What?
Yes.
Gamey?
He liked her gamey. Thank you. And
game worn.
The French are kind of famous for that, actually.
Eau de toi.
Yeah, so we can touch on that a little bit later on today. Also, coming up, we have some very happy ending dog stories that I'm very pleased we'll be presenting to you.
And not that kind of happy.
And the underwear bandits are out there.
They are?
Yes. We'll find out about that, too. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, treat yourself now at bobandtomstore.com. Our Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat. Clothing comes in sizes small up to 4XL, even 5XL. If we're out of stock on an item or we don't have your size, just check back. We're constantly restocking at bobandtomstore.com. Look in the upper left-hand corner for the new tab, and you'll see the latest merchandise that we have in stock for the summer heading into the fall at bobandtomstore.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. Amazon-owned companies Ring and Hollywood studio MGM are partnering to create a TV show in the mold of America's Funniest Home Videos. This seems like it was just destined. MGM says the half-hour Ring Nation will showcase viral footage from Ring's doorbell and smart home cameras. The show will be hosted by comedian Wanda Sykes and premiere in syndication on September 26th. John Batiste says he will be forever grateful to Stephen Colbert for allowing him to, quote, assemble one of the greatest bands ever on television. Colbert announced on the Thursday edition of The Late Show that Batiste was leaving as band leader after 7 years. Batiste says in a statement he plans on spending time with family and deepening his creative practice. And the family of Naomi Judd has filed an amended petition to seal police reports regarding the investigation into her death at her home in Tennessee back in April. The petition filed in Williamson County Chancery Court on Friday states that daughters Wyona and Ashley Judd, as well as Naomi's husband Larry Strickland, want to seal the records containing video and audio interviews. The petition says media outlets in Tennessee have been filing public record requests in her case. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now Antonio's been in trouble. He's done crazy things before, but he took off his jersey, threw his pads in the stands, and walked right out the door. Yeah, he's nuts. Antonio Brown, craziest man to score touchdowns, wackier than Lawrence Taylor. And Michael Vick with his pitbull dog. Pitbull dog.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to
UNYON.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold. He's at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tommy?
Thank you very much, Chick.
Yes, sir.
I've got a really slender thread, if you will, connection to a news story coming up, Pat.
All right.
Really, I mean, this is
tenuous at best.
A reach.
Okay.
But it'll be well worth it.
Okay.
Christy, go ahead.
I don't know what story you're talking about.
I know, but odds are you'll get to it.
A group of female shoplifters in Georgia are being accused.
This is not the one.
Let's try this one.
Try again.
There's been a mass die-off of fish.
No, I love this story, though, because this story, by the way, this story writes its own joke.
Okay.
Ready?
There's been a mass die-off of fish in the Oder River in Germany.
The what?
Oder.
Well, that might have been a clue.
The Oder River.
Oder River. Germany's environment minister said the fish die-off is an ecological catastrophe, and it isn't clear yet how long it will take the river to recover.
Oder River.
It runs from
You stink so bad.
Czechia to the border between Poland and Germany
You're right, yeah.
before flowing into the Baltic Sea.
Czechia, please.
10 tons of dead fish.
Yep, they were removed from it last week, but apparently the cause of the mass die-off still has not yet been determined.
I think it's a murderer.
You think?
Yeah.
Truly the Oder River.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear of the alewives?
Yeah.
Tons and tons of alewives died in the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
A saltwater fish that...
They don't belong in the Great Lakes.
There are pictures of the beaches by Chicago with bulldozers moving tons of dead fish. So
This was my dad's business. That's what he did.
He was an alewivery?
He was a fish kill finder-outer.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
So you're using the scientific name, the finder-outer.
He was an environmental scientist, and he would find out
Is it
why.
safe to say he was a fish detective?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, who wouldn't want to watch that show?
Oh, I'd watch it.
Tonight on Fish Detective.
Hey, get a call.
It was cod. I knew it.
He was caught red-handed.
I don't know if they smelled fishy or not, but a group of female shoplifters in Georgia are being accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of men's underwear from several Kohl's stores. Surveillance. This is unusual. Usually it's guys stealing women's panties, not women stealing men's underwear.
I assume it's for resale.
Yeah. Surveillance footage shows 3 women crouching over a display case in the men's department of a Kohl's store in Metro Atlanta. The footage also showed the women leaving the store carrying merchandise in large bags without paying for them.
I don't know if you were briefed on this, but I heard the women were caught, and the judge set their bail $5,000 in Kohl's cash.
Oh, really?
Which I thought was rather.
But they got to use it before September 14th.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I love Kohl's cash.
Sure.
Back to you.
See, why don't you just give me cash right there instead of Kohl's cash?
Yeah, because they want you to come back.
They want you to shop. What are you opposed to commerce? You of all people?
No, I like commerce. I don't know.
I got to stop spending money. How do you do that?
Don't look at me.
Well, in Chick's case, he turned off his computer and take his phone away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Emergency
this
workers.
This is on sale.
Emergency workers in Australia rescued a German Shepherd and its owner from the roof of a public restroom in Sydney.
A German Shepherd dog?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
What did you say?
It was a guy with a cane looking after sheep on the roof of a toilet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, it was an actual German Shepherd.
9 News in Australia reports that
Hello, good day.
while it's unclear how
More Barbie.
the dog got onto the roof of a toilet building, its owner got stuck while attempting to retrieve her dog. Responding officers and firefighters had to build a ramp to give the dog a way down. The owner used a ladder. Neither was injured. This is such a non-story.
Nothing.
Because
Zero story.
I am going to connect this to a great song.
Was this the story?
All right.
Yes. You read the story. Okay, so there's a dog
Can I guess?
on the roof of a toilet.
Yes.
Is it bingo?
No.
On the roof of a toilet.
It's a public restroom.
Yeah.
And this dog is stuck up there.
Right.
They can't figure out how the dog got up there. And then this lady comes, puts a ladder up, climbs the ladder, and then she gets stuck up there.
Ta-da.
So how this dog got up there is not clear.
No, but then she used the ladder to get down.
She used the ladder to get down.
With the help of the fire department.
She wasn't stuck at all.
So I'm thinking that this dog is ready for this, Pat. This dog is kind of like a guard dog at the toilet facility.
Okay.
Because this is sort of like a reverse Lassie story.
Yes.
Typically Lassie the dog rescues the people. In this case, the people rescue the dog. So this dog is a guard dog guarding a toilet facility, so we could call this dog the Colo Guard.
Oh God! Oh my God!
I said it was a slender thread.
No thread.
Wait a
at
minute.
all.
How did you get Cologuard out of?
Well, because folks in the toilet facility are actively demonstrating the biological uses of their colons, you see.
And so the dog is guarding their colons.
When Cologuard, of course, is a very fine product
yes.
that is designed to help people with certain medical type tests.
Yeah.
And Pat, you want to explain what Cologuard
we need
is?
Springsteen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Bruce is here.
Hey, you know, we all got to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's right, man. Bruce.
Sometimes one of those things you got to do is send a stool sample to get tested.
Nice poop.
The employees at Cologuard are the ones who do the testing. The song's for them. I get here early and punch my time card. I work in the mail room at Cologuard. The place is full of boxes. Don't know where to begin. UPS is here. Another load came in. Another load came in. Another load came in. A box shattered and splattered on two good men. Oh. Always wear your mask and protect your skin. Here at Cologuard, another load came in. I open the box and handle with care, then send the stool to the lab upstairs. Some samples are huge, others are curly and thin. Here's FedEx, another load came in. I wear a hazmat suit and thick rubber gloves. Some men do what they must, some men do what they love. Now my son says he'll join me, wants to drop out of school. I said, now hold on, boy. Don't be no fool. You gotta get your hands dirty and work like a mule and spend your whole life being ridiculed. Another load came in. Another load came in. Joe passed out, hit his head, notified his next of kin. It's corn and stew for lunch again. Here at Cologuard, another load came in. Oh, the mailman's here, another load came in. Oh, what's that smell? Another load came in.
Oh.
Good night.
Mother load.
That is beautiful. Now, sure, it was
beautiful.
a stretch.
What?
That's a great song. Cologuard is an important product. It's an early screen for colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer. Very important for people over about 45 years of age to get tested for this sort of thing. So talk to your favorite medical professional. Find out about it. I'm a big fan. Now, Christy, you took the test. And
I did.
I understand that when you did it, you used a butterfly net. Is that right?
No,
to catch it?
There's a special procedure. They send you everything that you need.
Oh, okay.
There's a
put
box.
a little thing on.
There's netting.
There's a little special thing that you put underneath your toilet lid between the bowl.
And they have a contest. You do it from a step ladder if you're more than 8 feet up.
You know about this. You ever go to a pet store and buy goldfish, that little net they use?
Sure.
Thing.
Okay. Yeah. This is an important test. We're not making fun of it. Pat, that's a really great song.
Oh, thank you.
And I have made arrangements for Mr. Springsteen himself to hear that.
Well,
we'll see what the boss thinks.
Sure.
Enjoy your cease and desist.
I'm embarrassed for all of you.
This just in: the pickle juice in the NFL is to treat dehydration and cramping, not for more energy. I'm sorry, I got that wrong.
It's all right.
And then we were who was Christy? Your
Who's
friend?
this know-it-all prick?
Christy, your friend says you're not supposed to wear a band's shirt to their concerts.
Yes.
I told you that.
Yep. But here's the source of this, apparently.
Okay.
I think it's perfectly acceptable.
I do too.
I don't think you should be judging. I think it's fun.
Why not?
But this is Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven? What is it?
Here we go. I'm not exactly sure what movie this is. I think it's called PCU. Is that a movie?
Yes. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Okay, here we go.
What is this? You're going to wear this to the show. You're going to wear the shirt of the band you're going to go see. Don't be that guy.
See? You're not supposed to do
don't
that.
be that guy.
I don't understand.
Isn't Larry Miller in that movie?
I don't remember. But yeah, I love him too.
If you love the band, well, never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. My goodness.
Not shirt. First shirt you ever bought for a band, you know?
Ooh, boy. That's tough.
Oh, my gosh. No, wait a minute. You're blushing.
I know.
First shirt you
I don't know
bought.
that I've ever bought a band shirt.
First shirt you were ever given.
Well,
For certain.
Going away present.
in my swag bag.
Sorry, I can't find your panties. Here's a T-shirt.
Why don't
use
you,
this.
Grab your bag on your way out.
Thanks, Carrie. Here's your shirt.
It was Chrissy.
Okay, whatever.
You get a swag bag,
Yeah.
dear. Thank you very much. You ever bought a T-shirt at a concert, Chick?
I'm sure I have. I think I went to Fleetwood Mac back in the day. I got a Fleetwood Mac T-shirt.
That's a good one.
These are all rumors.
What'd you get? Oh, no, we heard that. It was just so lame that we're just moving forward.
Have some sort of dumbass band.
Korn
wear masks or something.
Yeah, Slipknot.
There are buckets on their head.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because it's all about the music, Tom. You know.
I don't know what.
Did you ever buy a T-shirt at a show?
Yeah, I saw Breaking Benjamin, and I got Ben signed my shirt.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You sure it was Ben?
I know it was Ben.
He's wearing a mask, though.
No, not in Breaking Benjamin. They don't.
Don't they wear dollar signs on their heads or something?
No, that's all about the Breaking Benjamins.
Oh.
Ace, you ever buy a T-shirt or you just get them for free?
Back in the day, I paid my $5.
$5.
$5.
Oh,
yeah.
Those of you wondering how old Ace is.
Those were
they're
made of gingham.
73.
$5. Very old. Well, right now I want to talk about fixing your head, taking care of yourself. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How is that to take care of your car? Well, you want to take care of your car. Do the same thing for yourself. This is how your brain works. You got to take care of it. So this is something out there that's really interesting and new. It's called BetterHelp Online Therapy. It's can be done with video or phone or even a live chat. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be, and it's much more affordable than in-person therapy. So take care of yourself. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours, and it's easy to change. Finding the right therapist is the key. So do yourself a favor, because then you can help take care of everybody else out there when you've got your head feeling good. They've got a very special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners where you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/BT Show. Treat yourself properly. 10% off your first month of online therapy at betterhelp.com/BT Show. That's better, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT Show. When we come back, we're going to hang out with comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's a gift you can give. They can open every day. You need something special for someone special, and you need it quick? Well, we're here to serve you. How about giving them total access to the entire Bob and Tom library? That's right, the Bob and Tom Show, the albums, it's all right there for them. It's a Bob and Tom VIP membership. See the link at the top of our website to find out more at bobandtom.com. And remember, we always love to hear from our listeners. If you'd like to email us, it's easy to remember, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Send us your emails. We love to hear from our listeners. Again, whether you want a junior win bag, Tom, about something you may have gotten wrong, or Chick, or Josh, or Christy, or Ace, of course, or anyone else on the show, Pat Godwin, he likes to be windbagged. Or you can send a request. We love to hear those as well. Perhaps a comedian you've heard a bit or something that made you laugh and you want to share it with some friends or just want to hear it again. We'd love to do that as well. Sometimes it becomes an instant request. You send it in, and next thing you know, we're playing it on the air. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. Salman Rushdie's agent says the author is on the road to recovery 2 days after suffering serious injuries in a stabbing at a lecture in upstate New York. The announcement followed news the lauded writer removed from a ventilator Saturday and able to talk. Andrew Wiley continued to caution that although Rushdie's condition is headed in the right direction, his recovery would be a long process. 75-year-old suffered a damaged liver and severed nerves in an arm and an eye. Rushdie is likely to lose the injured eye. 24-year-old Hadi Madar pleaded not guilty in the attack. Police say 3 people killed, another injured when they were struck by a car during a hit and run on a Chicago street. Chicago police say a sedan hit the 4 males around 5 a.m. Sunday on the city's south side and drove away. No one's in custody. Video circulating online purported to show them being struck by a fast-moving car. police declined to release any further information about the vehicle or suspects. 3 victims were pronounced dead at a Chicago hospital, the 4th taken to a different hospital in Chicago, names and ages unknown on Sunday. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bile Motors. Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bile Motors. Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry.
Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom?
I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing?
I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast.
Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either.
And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah, grubby hands. Here's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
What?
There's...
That's Alfredo sauce. Thank you very much.
No, I mean, there's... What are those things?
What happened?
The squirter gizmos. What are these called?
Oh, hand sanitizer.
The hand sanitizer. There's one in the hallway in the other building.
Yeah.
Are you finally down to
I was handling some stuff, and I better sanitize, and I pressed it. I held my hand just below it, and it squirted all over me.
Oh, boy, the old Peter North.
Yeah.
You're the only person who can't navigate. Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
I look around the room, and I see there's a big screen over there.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, look at that screen. There's Reno Collier, professional comedian, beard grower, right
Good
there.
morning, my friends.
Have you noticed the unevenness of the whiteness in your beard? It's only on the right side.
I know, dude, and the gray hair grows so much faster than the other side. And I can't tell if it's that I just pull on it or what, but yeah. I'd color it, but I'm a man.
It's okay. You can color your beard.
Right?
All right.
Go jet black.
What am I,
please.
Keith Hernandez?
Yeah, those were some of the most sexist commercials of all time. And
They were.
Now you'll get her attention.
Yeah. Dude, my wife we were watching this thing last night, and
I don't think I'm sexist, but on the commercial, or not the commercial, on the show, this man was going like, look, when a woman has a baby, it feels like this, and when they're pregnant, it feels like that, and they're explaining all this stuff. My wife goes, there's no reason at all that a man should be on TV talking about what it feels like for a woman to have a baby.
I think,
and I was like,
right.
I agree with you, and that's why women shouldn't announce football games.
Ooh, well, that was.
This is my second marriage.
You mean so far?
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Alrighty. All right. Well, Reno, I understand you guys had some great shows over the weekend with Josh. And
Jeff Oskey.
And Jeff Oskey. And I know that there's been some confusion about the next show. Is it still the trio of you guys, or is it just Oskey?
September 30th, we will be somewhere. And
I see.
Well, that's exciting.
And then in Indiana, and then Florida, Illinois.
Okay. We'll find out.
Yeah, to be announced.
Okay.
They were fun, man. We had Jeff's battery went dead. At his house. We left for the show, and he left his keys in the ignition. And then we were driving back, and he's like, oh, where's my keys? And he's like, I think I left them in my truck. And we got back, and we had to jump his truck. And it was really funny in the pitch of night watching the three of us try to figure out. And then they hand me the jumper cables, and they go, hey, you're from the South, you do it. Like, that's some kind of thing that, like, everybody from the South can fix a carburetor or something. I'd go to Jiffy Lube. I don't even know how to fix a car.
Well, we got them started.
Oh, we sure did. Yeah, heck yeah, we did. We're dudes.
Yeah.
We're men.
With today's cars and trucks, finding the battery is a trick.
It can be.
That's true.
Getting access to it. Sometimes you have to put the jumper cables in the rear bumper. It's very confusing.
You wouldn't see a girl start a car like that.
Okay, now we're in trouble. Now, I picked this next story for you because I know you spent a great deal of time in Virginia and West Virginia. And this is a story out of beautiful Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Involving one of the most famous, what are snake people called?
Snake handlers?
Snake handlers?
Herpetologists. Yeah, give this a listen.
A respected snake researcher has died after snake. I almost said shake. After being bitten by a timber rattlesnake.
Oh, those are bad.
William H. Martin died August 3rd after being bitten the day before by a captive snake on the property at his home in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Hi. John Seeley, a rattlesnake researcher from Stokesdale, North Carolina, said Martin was perhaps the foremost authority on timber rattlers, a species he studied since childhood. The Centers for Disease Control estimates that snake bites account for about 5 fatalities annually in the United States.
This guy's like the man.
He would know better.
Be 80 years old and an expert.
So did he not have?
I don't know.
You'd think he would have had
the
antidotes. Yeah.
The
antivenoms.
I ain't worried about it. When it's my time, I just, well, it's my time.
I don't know I wonder if his reflexes had slowed down.
But potentially.
Or if the snakes had sped up.
It's like that thing where the guy went and lived with the bears, and then on the last night, the bears ate him. You remember that documentary?
Oh, yeah. That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even. Do they play the audio at the end?
No.
Because it's out there, isn't it?
The sister has it or something.
Isn't the audio on the internet somewhere of the guy?
Oh, is it?
I think it is. Yeah, that's pretty.
There's another documentary called Alabama Snake. Yeah. Have you guys seen that? Where it's the same. The guy, he has snakes for his church, and they're the snake handler people or whatever. And then he gets in an argument with his wife, and magically one of the church snakes bites her and kills her. And then I think he went to. I'm sorry. You're right. That's just terrible.
No, that's funny. Keep going.
How did Rocky get out of the cage? What am I doing on this ladder? Funny you should ask.
Well, that poor guy.
Clean up the bathroom. You hold the snake. Yeah.
There's some more to that story. I have to research that. There's got to be a reason why he didn't have an antidote, I would think, if he's the world's...
I'm not sure. Does it always work?
Well, if he'd lived, he'd had a great anecdote about how he...
He sure would. He has a hell of a story. Yeah. The timber rattlesnake. Don't pet that snake, because it's a timber...
This is one of the tunes from Show Choir?
No. It's a little bit of Pitbull and Kesha.
Yeah.
For that ass.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a good song.
Isn't it fun?
It's a fun party song.
I don't think Reno knows that my first marriage, honestly, I was married in a snake handling church.
That's
You
right.
were?
I absolutely was.
Were there
yes.
snakes there on that day?
Yeah, just the in-laws.
Oh, set them up, baby. You're not getting down.
The problem with this story is it's true.
Yeah, it is true.
It is true.
The guy that was on 60 Minutes, they had the profile of the guy.
He was on Dateline. He was on my father and my ex-father-in-law. He's
Passed on?
dead now. Yeah, but he was depending on how many times you were bitten, you raise your stature in the church would go up. Like he was a super deacon or something.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't they drink something to try to build up their immunity to it?
Strychnine. Yeah.
Strychnine. Yeah.
Yep. That's also in the Bible if you want to. Take
maybe you might want to read it in the original language and get it retranslated.
I was at a wedding and the reception was at one of those snake handling churches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I caught the garter.
I love it. I'm shocked.
Ace, I think
I'm not shocked Reno loved it.
Ace,
I'm shocked.
Ace, you may want to put that in your repertoire.
Yeah.
That is a rock solid joke.
Thank you.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
In any event, so this guy, I guess he discovered some whatever subspecies of rattlesnake when he was a kid, and he knew all about them. And
I found out more. Apparently, he had been bitten before in his career, but always recovered. However, a toxicology professor said that the second bite can be more dangerous than the first for some people, and especially their age can be a factor.
I see,
and
yeah.
the amount of venom. So, yeah.
Boy.
Well, I would have drowned in my own feces. Just saying.
A missing dog has been found in Missouri's Bile Motors cave system.
Dead?
CNN reports that recreational caver Rick Haley was roped in for a dog rescue. Haley and fellow caver Jerry Keene maneuvered through tight passageways to get to the dog. The pair managed to bring the malnourished dog named Abby to safety. According to Abby's owner, the 13-year-old dog had been missing since June 9th.
Hey, Abby's owner. Next time, don't throw the tennis ball in the hole. God, can you? Those guys are so brave, squeezing between rocks and
sure, yeah.
You don't hear the term "longtime cave enthusiast," do you?
Yeah, I mean, have you watched the movie? I just watched part of it. It's where they're rescuing the soccer team of boys.
No.
Even watching the movie, I get scared. Remember they had to what's the word, anesthetize or whatever the kids, and then drag them through these
tight passageways.
Boy,
I can't watch that either. I'm with you.
I mean, these guys are unbelievably brave. But
yes.
they got them all out.
Well, they got this doggy out?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's fine.
Good.
Well, she needs some food and water.
Yeah.
How did the dog get that deep in there?
They're dogs.
Dogs are ornery. They'll do all that stuff.
I'm gonna crawl through these rocks. I'll find that ball if it's the last thing I do.
Maybe it was chasing a rabbit.
How deep was it?
It doesn't say how deep it was.
I've got a question. How deep is your love, Josh?
500 feet is what it says.
The ocean?
500 feet?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a second. That's 3,500 in dog feet. Isn't that the multiplier? I'm sorry. Perhaps.
Very good, Tom.
Is that what it is? 7?
7.
I
Yeah,
never
7
remember
years
that
to
one.
1.
I'm rooting for you, Tom.
Okay. Thank you very much.
A disoriented brown bear cub that was high on a form of hallucinogenic.
Have you seen this video?
No.
He is high AF.
He is high on a form of hallucinogenic. I can't say that. Hallucinogenic honey has been rescued. The bear is believed to have consumed so-called mad honey, a type of rhododendron honey that can have hallucinogenic effects. Following the bear's rescue from a forest in Turkey, footage shows the cub wobbling and whining as she sat belly up in the back of a pickup truck. The animal was brought to a veterinarian where she is receiving treatment. Local authorities said the cub will likely be released into the wild once she is recovered.
Oh, it faded.
That's how the Grateful Dead came up with those T-shirts.
Is it?
Oh, the dancing bears.
Yeah. That's why Winnie the Pooh doesn't wear pants.
You leave Pooh alone.
We always get the story. Isn't it the moose that eat the grapes that are
fermented
so they just get drunk? But this is like a hallucinogen. That
and a rhododendron. I had no idea.
Wow. So, yikes.
We've all heard the phrase, a horse walks into a bar.
Sure.
What about a beaver? Patrons at the Yew Tree Pub in Norton Keynes, England, were surprised to see a beaver wander into the bar's main area Monday evening. The animal scurried around the bar and into the smoking shelter outside, where it then hid under some chairs. A member of the Linjoy Wildlife Sanctuary and Rescue responded to the pub.
We are Linjoy, joy. Down in the pub.
And managed to trap the beaver with ease. Sanctuary founder Lindsay Newell said a veterinarian checked out the beaver, found it to be healthy, and it will be released back into the wild.
Oh, good.
Probably the first time someone's picked up any beaver in there before last call. You can't blame the beaver, though.
No?
Reno. It saw the patron's teeth and figured it was family.
I'm welcome here.
Good. I'm taking you guys back. Talk about gnawing some wood. You're extraordinary.
The beaver had the best teeth in the bar. Sorry, a beaver walks into a bar. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I have a joke.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
You're all going to hate it.
Okay.
No, and the snake joke, you've got a little grace going
I'm gonna ruin all the good grace I have.
You've paid it forward with the snake joke.
Beaver walks into a bar.
Right.
Bartender says, "Why the long face?" Beaver says, "Tony Dow just died."
Oh.
Wow, that's celebrating the death of the fine actor and producer Tony Dow.
Fine actor?
Wally
or line reader.
Wally and Leave It to Beaver. What do you want? You want Marlon Brando Tuesday nights on NBC? Hey, Beav.
Hey, what's going on, Beaver? Hey, give me a
push.
Give me a push.
What am I mad about? What do you got? What do you got, Beav?
Mrs. Cleaver.
Hey,
Tony Dowd.
Reno.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard of this vabbing thing?
What's that?
I want you to tell your wife about this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's, did you ever watch anything on TikTok?
No.
Well, TikTok is responsible for ruining society as we know it right now. Vabbing, V-A-B-B-I-N-G, involves ladies wearing their own vaginal secretions as perfume. So you have to. So you're supposed to.
Lady musk.
You're supposed to harvest it, I guess, from your own.
Eau de poussoir.
Yeah.
This one TikTok video had more than 1 million views. And this woman
about to have 1,000,001.
This woman suggests that you do this for, quote, date night and job interviews. The job interview part is what really kills me. Well, Miss Johnson.
Oh, boy.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? I hope a shower.
Do they all smell bad? I don't.
No,
it's not necessarily bad. It's just
unique.
It just seems like an unusual thing to suggest to a lady. But by the way, the distinguished OBGYN Dr. Jen Gunter, who is the author of the book, The Vagina Bible, says, don't do this, ladies. This is not smart.
Right.
Tom, have you read the Vagina Bible?
Just Cooteronomy. You're welcome, Reno. You can use that in your little show.
Your little show.
Also, by the way, this is also true. This is from Dr. Gunter. I was doing some research on this story. This is the headline, don't put garlic in your vagina, ladies.
Yeah.
This, again, is another one of these dumb fads that gets out there thanks to social media. Dr. Gunter says, do not do it. It doesn't work. It could cause you even more problems.
Are they afraid of vampires? What's going on?
Sure. Well, when you bleed down there, vampires will come around.
Sure.
Double whammy.
What's going on?
So, yeah.
How you doing, baby?
There's a song about garlic when you're on your period.
Is there?
Crimson and Cloves.
That almost brings you back. That almost brings you back to zero after the Tony Dow joke, when you were so far ahead in points with that great snake joke. Tell that again. I like that very much.
Oh, I went to a wedding reception that was at one of those snake handling churches.
Yeah?
Wow.
I caught the garter.
Oh, that's so rock solid. I can't.
Check.
And you did the mambo dance.
No, what about the Tony Dow thing? I thought that's the one you were
Tony
telling.
Dow?
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of a variation on the classic horse walks into a bar.
Sure.
Bartender says, why the long face? Horse says, my wife just died.
Right. Hilarious.
comedy stops right there.
All right.
Okay.
Pain is comedy.
Reno, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye, Reno.
Yeah, hey guys, can I plug this Friday? I'm gonna
Nope,
be
see
at
you
the
later.
Paramount
Bye,
Theater.
Reno.
Wait a minute.
In Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're at the Paramount Center for the Arts. It's just Friday night in Bristol, Tennessee. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Me and John Reed.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
See you, man. Yeah.
And then he's at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, warming up the stage for a month later for Greg Warren.
Yes.
He'll be there starting September 1st. Right now, I want to talk about listening to this show. We certainly appreciate your listening.
Yes, we do.
You can also watch it on the TV on YouTube. But if you're listening with Raycon earbuds, you would have heard that garter snake joke and cracked up.
You would have laughed.
Oh, boy.
I had a guy this morning that almost fell off his forklift.
Yeah.
Because Christy said something that was very funny.
What I did?
Oh,
Yeah, very early on the show. Let's see if I can find this letter.
Tickle Uranus? She said that?
Christy was talking about the butt luge,
Yes.
where you pour the drink down the back, and then it goes down through the small of the back into the gluteal cleft, and then is lapped up by eager drunks. And
hey, if you're like me, tune Tom out and listen to your Raycon.
Well, what did Christy say, though?
She said, "Hey, Tom, don't you think there are germs in the butt crack?" The guy goes, "I laughed out loud on my forklift." Thank you very much for the letter, Benjamin.
Benjamin's wearing those Raycon everyday earbuds. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever he's listening to. I have to turn it up to extra stupid when he's listening to us. Thank you. Thank you very much. And listen while you travel or during a grueling workout or on your, what was he, a forklift? Is that what he was on? Yeah.
Benjamin's driving a forklift right now.
He has optimized gel tips that fit his ear and fit every ear ever made. And they're comfortable enough for all-day wear. Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and all for half the price of either other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds 49,000 5-star reviews. And right now, of course, you get a big deal. Buy Raycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycons.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. When we come back, a little bit of news from Napoleon about body odor.
Oh.
And he was a big fan. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Monday together, Greg Warren, Reno Collier. Hope you were able to tune in the end of last week. Thursday, we had Duke Tomato and the Power Trio live music all morning long, followed up on Friday with the Black Moods. Those guys were awesome, sounded great, rocked it out. The Frigamall building may never be the same. Thanks to the Black Moods and Duke Tomato for coming in, and to Eddie Hazel, our great engineer, for getting it all set up and torn down. And by the way, if you like live music, you have a chance to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon all-inclusive sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky, a VIP weekend pass to see the Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival featuring Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton, over 50 other bands. You could win VIP passes, airfare, hotel, ground transportation, and more. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Click on the Beyond the Bourbon contest to enter to win, and good luck from all of us at the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Team Kentucky.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The flagship climate change and health care bill passed by Democrats and soon to be signed by President Joe Biden will bring us, taxpayers, one step closer to a government-operated electronic free-file tax return system. Now, this is something lawmakers and advocates have been seeking for years. For many of us, it's pretty frustrating that beyond having to pay sometimes hefty tax bills, we also have to shell out additional money for tax preparation programs or preparers because of an increasingly complex U.S. tax system. A loud boom was heard across areas of northern Utah, and it's likely it was a meteor. Reports of the sound circulated at about 8:30 a.m. Saturday, with folks from Orem to southern Idaho posting that they heard it. Utah Governor Spencer Cox tweeted that his office confirmed it was not related to any seismic activity or Utah's military installations. The National Weather Service Salt Lake City office did report that it's a lightning detection mapper picked up what was likely the meteor's trail or flash. And what takes a year and costs about $20,000 to make? A trash can in San Francisco. The pricey boxy bin, one of 3 custom-made trash cans the city is testing this summer, part of its years-long search for another tool to use against dirty streets. San Francisco began that search for the perfect trash can in 2018 when officials decided it was time to replace more than 3,000 public bins that have been on the streets for nearly 20 years. They promise that the new bins will be in place by 2023 and cost a maximum of $3,000 each. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An auction house sold a watch once worn by Hitler for $1.1 million. They defended the sale of the controversial watch, saying their aim was to preserve history. What you failed to mention, the $330,000 we made on commission, just a happy accident. Fancy Feast is making cat food-inspired dishes for humans. What you failed to mention, I hope you enjoy the taste of horse.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings the kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Hiss and more.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Doing the wavy dance at the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Josh, you look like one of those things at a used car lot.
Oh, the wacky wavy arm.
The wacky wavy arm thing.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Pat, you did your song about Cologuard.
Yes, sir.
Which is very important, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It's a very important service if you have to send them a stool sample. But it's looking out for you and your health. So please, by all means, look into it. Got this letter. This guy did the Cologuard test in December. Inadvertently, apparently, the package was gift wrapped. And, so he had to do it again. But boy, somebody got a really lousy present. That's all I can say. Time now to investigate the world of history.
Time now for Today in History. You want to guess the day, Tom?
August 15th. Got to hurry here because we have a special tribute coming up in Today in History. In 1965, the Beatles played to 55,000 people. Where, Pat? Shea Stadium in Greater New York.
Neat.
That's fine. But on this date in 1969, what important event occurred, Christy
Woodstock.
Lee? Woodstock.
Play something, you know.
Woodstock opened.
Yes.
In what is it, Bethel, New York, technically?
Correct.
Made a great movie.
Asker's Farm.
Made some great bands famous. But here's a tribute to Woodstock. This is a great tribute from Dennis Wolfberg, comedian, actually went to Woodstock. And here's what happened.
Dennis Wolfberg is our guest. And, of course, this is the anniversary of Woodstock. And I went in 1969 as opposed to the 1968 Woodstock, which was far less successful. There I was. I went because a couple of buddies of mine who were far more hip and attuned to the music of the day, and I, having virtually no life at that point in time, was joining them for what was going to be, several thousand people at this big rock fest, and it turned out to be Woodstock. But to show how absolutely out of touch I was, when the Who came on, they were really the first group that I thought I knew. I thought they were the Guess Who, which at that time had a song, These Eyes. And finally, after a day and a half of what to me was completely unknown, obscure, loud music in the heat and the mud, finally a group I could sink my teeth in when they started to sing These Eyes, to which I could boogie along like the other 500,000 people. Meanwhile, they do 2 hours, it's 4 in the morning, and at the end, they do the rock opera, Tommy, at the end of which they smash all their instruments, but they had not yet sung These Eyes. And I'm thinking, how stupid can you be? You have one hit, and you're breaking your instrument. What are you going to do, it a cappella? How stupid. They had no sense of theatrics. Mr. Woodstock himself. But you were actually there. I hated it. Really? It was muddy and rainy. Oh, yeah. Jews are not meant for mud. Really. We need room service. I did not particularly enjoy it, but I was there. And despite that, I still couldn't score with women for years. Telling them I was at Woodstock, however, they still were not interested in me. I played at Woodstock. They still didn't care.
Dennis Wolfberg and his adventures at Woodstock. Nice tribute on this day. Now, one more. I promise one more thing.
Things we learned, brought to you by NAPA Auto Parts.
Happy birthday, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh.
Fun fact, Napoleon liked his women to smell funky. In a series of letters he wrote to his wife, Josephine, he begged her not to shower so he could experience her B.O.
Napoleon.
NAPA Auto Parts with nearly 6,000 NAPA Auto Parts stores, 17,000 auto care centers. NAPA, the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. Please shower. Tom was asking Chick about the NFL app early on, and I would have none of it. I don't want to answer any of his questions.
I think it's a great thing from the NFL.
Josh kissed
It's quite inexpensive, and you can watch games anywhere on your phone if you're unable to get to them. Never mind.
After denying it, Josh did admit to kissing.
Forgetting that I'd done it, then I remembered, yeah.
My new fantasy football team name is Guardians of the Commanders.
Okay.
I do love the word hobo. It's one of my favorites.
Hobo. Okay.
Hobo in a hat. I'm laughing all day long. Pickle juice, Tom says, could be a scam. You can name your own planet. Tom offered Grizz World.
The pickle juice thing, there are players that say on the sidelines of the NFL that are drinking pickle juice, they say it helps with dehydration and cramping. I'm not one to judge. There also happens to be a pickle juice.
What? You're not judging this one thing.
From a medical standpoint, maybe it works. They quote one researcher that's saying he doesn't think it does, but that doesn't mean he's right.
Christy lives along a walking trail. People who live in
very popular walking trail.
Unbelievable. They travel here.
No room for it.
And their dogs, they bag their dog's poop.
But they just leave it on
the
side.
trail.
Yes.
You want them to throw it into the woods with what is it?
Throw it in the trash.
Okay, what are those bags called?
Biodegradable.
Biodegradable. That's what I'd use, the biodegradable bags. You heave it into the woods.
I don't have woods.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
You have a tree?
Tom.
I have a tree, yes.
Tom enjoys... she's got a bush. No bush.
Oh, no bush.
Tom enjoys outdoor seating for pizza along a walking trail, not the walking trail.
Only eats his pizza outside.
Yeah. He was seated at one of those places having pizza along a walking trail when a huge dog came by. Then the owner had a huge bag of poop in one hand and talking to him right beside where Tom was trying to eat.
This guy's standing there talking to his buddy. Hey, move it along there.
Move it along there, poop
Dumpy.
bag.
Poop bag is real good.
Poop bag. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.